Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the C's and Q's podcast. It is the first official episode of the C's and Q's podcast. Let's clap it up, let's clap it up, let's clap it up. Come on, baby, let's go. Yeah, buddy. We're in the motherfucking building. I am your host, Christian Quezada, a.k.a. That Man CQ, ready to get shit popping, excited to be on this journey and beyond grateful to be in this position here in the fucking building today with my man, Justin, Atia, and Brandon. What is fucking up, y'all? What's going on? Turn the fucking mic on and say something.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
What's up?
We are in the motherfucking building, man.
building.
Like I said, the C's and Q's podcast, man. We're getting shit started. The first ever motherfucking episode. Make sure if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You can also catch us on Instagram and TikTok as well. If you're listening to the audio version, make sure you follow us on any type of podcasting platform, Spotify, Apple, Google, you name it, we are there. And like I said, also be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well at the CQ podcast. Beyond grateful and thankful for y'all tuning in today. But yeah, man, shit was popping, bro. How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good.
You guys can keep your mics on. Like, you know, we're live. We're in this now. We're good.
We're so in.
Doing good. Thanks for that warm welcome.
Yeah. You feel good?
So polite. Fuck
Good,
you,
man. Good.
Thanks for that warm welcome.
You're so kind. We love you. We love you.
Oh, yeah. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Man, pleasure being here on the first episode of Season Q's, bro. Like, thank you.
The rack in the building, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. From Chirac.
Yeah. That's how y'all be repping in the rack.
I mean, how else are we going to rep it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Who do you know from Chicago that's nice?
That's nice?
Yeah.
Like, nice in what sense?
Like as a person?
Yeah. No, not even just as a person. Like, who do you know? Like, that's just from Chirac. That's a pushover. Like,
I don't know. I've never been there.
Every time I see a video of Chirac, I just hear gunshots.
It's not even a video. It's just audio. It's their podcast. That's their most popular podcast in Chicago. It's just gunshots.
yeah, bro. I mean, that's, what else? Like, that's,
I heard dude from Chicago is like, some people use rain sounds to go to sleep. They just use gun sounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, they don't even need it. Their white noise is just outside the window. They just got to open it, and that's it.
Y'all just crack the window open, get a little breeze inside and some gunshots, go straight to sleep.
Boom. There you go.
You guys don't even need fans or AC in Chirac, huh?
we got neither, bro, because
Well, it's called
nobody.
the Windy City.
That's just only because of politics.
Oh.
Everybody gets swayed in some way, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I really
never
feel
knew
like
that.
if I went to Chicago, like I wouldn't make it back. You know?
You go.
Yeah, you know, because I'm a nice guy. You know, like it would just chew me up and spit me out. You know, like I'm gonna stay out of Chicago. You know?
You just couldn't. Justin would stay there, but you would come back a different person.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm more than positive. You would come back with a do-rag on.
Nah, you'd come
He
back
like, "Hey, my name
celebrating
Juice
Black
Man."
History Month.
Bro, you would come back in like Eminem's outfit in 8 Mile, like a sweatshirt with jeans and a beanie.
Now, are you trying to make me want to go there? Is that what you're doing?
I mean, do you want to go there?
Is that what you want to come out as?
Maybe. I don't know. No, but seriously, I heard it's like each year, like there's like more deaths in Chicago alone than like multiple states combined, right?
I mean, they call
Oh,
it
yeah.
the murder capital for a reason.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's the whole thing.
So I'm saying, I don't think if I went there, I'd come home, you know?
I mean, there's beautiful parts to visit. Like, you go to the Sears Tower, but I mean, that's pretty much it. Like,
I hear
mean,
Soldier
or you
Field's
go-
pretty nice too.
It is nice.
It's
but
historical.
I will say this: Chicago pizza does beat out any other pizza in the world. So
I've never had it.
I would
So
say
I
it
couldn't
does.
say.
I would say it does.
New York is still number one
was
for me
gonna say,
right
I
now.
thought
No,
it was,
not at
it's
all.
like,
I've never had it, so I can't say it yet.
Y'all gotta go to the source. I would say no. Chicago pizza in Arizona is actually real good. You got to go straight to Chicago to actually get some good food.
Chicago does like the thicker crust, don't they?
They do thick crust, thin crust, big crust, small crust, black crust.
They just
yellow
come in
crust.
all shapes and sizes.
All races, all shapes, all sizes.
Pause. It's interesting we're talking about fucking Chicago and all that shit, and just I guess kind of the culture about Chicago, because I was one thing definitely about society today and everything we got going on, and how we all live in like the social media era now, is just fucking social interaction, and just how people like kind of come in tune with each other, how people's personalities clash, and also like the big war on fucking zodiac signs, all this extra bullshit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and just everybody, how they are online versus who they are in actual person. So yeah, I just found all that shit very interesting. But I know definitely everybody here has some kind of story where you have been at work or in some type of public area and you've come across either someone that was really fucking weird or like crazy as fuck and try to punch you in the face, or like that was actually really fucking funny? Because we have a lot of personalities all over the place. And Justin, I know you got a couple stories.
Any job where you work with the public, you see like that's just common. You see a lot of weirdos. I think specifically in Phoenix too, though. I'm sure down in Chicago that they have a lot of weirdos too. But yeah, like Phoenix is really bad right now for like. There's lots of drugs. Dude,
it's a fucking zoo out here.
Dude, I feel like Weirders is just like the nice name for crackheads, you know? Like,
yeah, yo, it's a fucking zoo out here.
It's not even crack. It's tweakers. Like, there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like,
what is the difference? I honestly don't know.
Crack was like big in the '80s, dude. It's like fentanyl and tweak now. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we say is, damn, you tweaking, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I thought I meant, okay.
Nah,
I thought it was like the same thing. I was like, oh, you bugging, like.
No, because they really bugging, bro. Like, you ever seen a tweaker? You ever seen a tweaker act out?
Multiple times.
Every
I just thought they
fucking
were
day.
crackhead.
It's a fucking zoo in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Bro,
Every
you have-
fucking Phoenix.
people are falling asleep on the road on bikes. You got people like spazzing out, like.
Carrying refrigerators.
Every fucking day.
But that's different though. If they're falling asleep, it's opiates. You know what I mean? They're like they call it nodding. It's like they're doing too much. It's they're on opiates and they nod out. You know what I mean? Like tweak is like they're like trying to fix everything. You know what I mean? Like
So like everything is like all their senses are skilled to like an 11. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like tweak, like meth makes people like up. You know what I mean? So if you see them nodding out, they're probably more on like fentanyl or heroin or something. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Phoenix is bad right now. Like it's crazy.
That shit is, it's especially in certain parts where you like go and shit. Dude, I've actually had like, I actually forgot about this shit, but I actually remember a story of like one time, I was at a job, right? And it's butt fucking early in the morning. It's like 7 a.m. or some shit. And I just remember this like, this homeless, well, he seemed to be homeless. I don't know, like he just, bro had one shoe on and was extremely dirty. I didn't know what was going on.
No, so, bro, you're not a fit dog. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. Yeah, bro. I guess it must be in season or some shit. Like I didn't know what was going on, bro. But he came in there and shit, and he was like talking about he was hungry. He wanted to order something to eat or whatever. So they're trying to serve him and stuff and get him right. And first of all, they're taking fucking 3 years to get his order because he's looking at the fucking menu and he's like fucking like swaying his head back and forth, not understanding what the fuck he's looking at. And he's bugging the fuck out. And then next thing you know, they ring up his fucking order finally, and they're going to like, check him out and shit. So he goes to fucking pay, and like his like card declined or something, or like it didn't work. And then so like he took the card out. He's like, all right, thank you guys, and like started walking away. They're like, hey, like it didn't, your card didn't work, and he didn't like answer or say anything. They're like, hey, excuse me, like it didn't actually like go through and this and that. He's like, what are you talking about? I just paid for it. And like started like going the fuck off on the manager. He's like, what are you fucking talking about? I just fucking paid for it. Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and she like, the manager's fucking in there like, okay. Like I said, it's fucking like 7 a.m. Like, so he's like, they're just sitting there kind of like, bro,
that's
what the fuck? Yeah. Like at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And then dude's just sitting there. He's like, I just fucking paid for it, bro. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, it just didn't go through. Like, we just want to make sure we can get you your food and everything. He's like, no, fuck you, bitch. And start like cursing the manager. I was like, hey, yo, like, why did we just get so hostile? He started kind of like creeping up towards the counter and shit. It's like, fuck you, bitch. What the fuck? You trying to fucking call me broke or something, bro? Like, the fuck you think this is? It's like just cursing and going the fuck off. I was like, hey, yo, relax. Like, it's okay. Like, bro, it's 7 a.m. right now. And bro just ended up like busting out the fucking door and just walking into the parking lot. It was like GTA, like Trevor walking in the parking lot and shit, and just like tweaking the fuck out. And then
so he never got his food?
No. Like he just like end of story. Like bro never even got his fucking food. He was bugging out by a fucking tree like in front of where the place was and shit. And they ended up calling the cops because like they were scared that he was gonna come in and start fucking trying to swing at somebody or some shit. Oh no, bro. People just be like bugging the fuck out. Obviously, like drugs can play a role in how people act and shit. I think the bigger thing right now is just fucking social media, bro. There's so many lame ass fucking people. It really pisses me off. Like it's like a major pet peeve for me to like see someone on fucking social media and then actually like I don't know, meet them in person or something like that, and like they're not who they are behind the phone screen. That shit is like a major
100%.
fucking pet peeve.
100%,
It's so
yeah.
fucking annoying.
It's huge. It's a facade, you know, like
It's a front.
yeah. Nowadays there's so many filters, and you got a lot of catfishing these days, and like people portray themselves to be one way, and it's nothing like what they really are. You know what I mean? It's crazy nowadays. If you meet someone online and you meet them in person, like people are really talented with their cameras. You know what I mean? Like
They're
you know,
really talented with their cameras.
They really are,
You guys
like-
are really fucking good at Photoshop.
yeah, no, like the angles and like makeup and filters. Like people don't look.
You talking about like women more specifically?
More anybody actually, like, well, probably, yeah, more specifically women. But I'm just saying, there's a
He just
lot.
didn't want to say it. Like, you don't
There's just a
point
lot of-
fingers.
You didn't
like-
want to get canceled, Justin.
a lot of fronting out there. You know what I mean?
Episode 1, you didn't want to get canceled off the rip. Like, fuck that Justin guy. Fucking prick.
You guys can agree though. Like it's a
No,
different
100%,
world though.
yeah.
Like
No, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I
I
mean,
bring it
like-
up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit
I-
just like, it's a major fucking pet peeve, especially with TikTok.
My favorite thing in the world is being on Tinder and swiping through like some girl's pics, and then like I see like a little like, you know, you can tell like when they use Facetune or some shit, and there's like a wobble in the wall behind them because they're trying to make their ass look fat or like their belly look a little smaller.
Photoshop, right?
So you see that, and I just like, I'm like, dude, and they always match with you because they know for sure that that shit's not working, but that's the only thing they got because they don't want to be real with you. You know what I mean? It's my favorite thing. It's a hobby of mine.
You're talking about fucking Tinder, bro. Oh my God. Automatically, if I'm on any type of like, first of all, I think the fucking concept of dating sites are absolutely fucking stupid. Because as a male, like, you have no fucking advantage.
No,
None.
No.
Because like,
the
literally,
work
like,
you have to put in is
there's
just
so many
stupid.
thirsty motherfuckers on platforms like fucking Tinder and like, what are some of the other ones? Like, I know
Bumble.
Tinder's like the main one. Bumble. There's like one more that like.
Plenty of Fish. I think that's one of them. Right?
What?
What?
Plenty of Fish. You guys never heard of that
I've
one?
never heard of that one, but I like the name. That's a great name.
I'm a little bit
Plenty
older
of
than you guys.
Fish.
So
I'm a little bit older.
Plenty
You
of
don't like
fish.
Christian Mingle or something?
you guys never heard of POF, really?
No.
Seriously?
Okay, all right.
POF.
I'm actually gonna side with you. Yeah, I heard of Plenty of Fish. There was like also what Hinge and like
Hinge, that's the one.
Is
Yeah.
Hinge the one I was
Hinge is like the other
thinking
big
of?
one, yeah.
eHarmony.
Yo, get the
Farmersonly.com.
ChristianMingle.com. Or was it
Black.
hey bro, I think that's a corn site. Relax.
What's the other one?
Relax.
No, it's actually it's
I
only.
know, bro. I'm fucking
Nah,
with you.
nah.
Oh, for all you Alabama fans, Ancestry.com, I feel like is one of them.
Chill. Chill. You're going to hell. Oh my God, bro. You're going up in flames. That's fucked up. I think Hinge, maybe it was Hinge. There was other one I was trying to think of, but
There is
yeah.
one more big one I can't.
It's not coming to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Hinge or not, but yeah, just any of those fucking platforms. As a male, like, you have no fucking advantage because like there's a bunch of creepy dudes on there and shit, and like predators and whatnot, and like literally, let's say there's like a fine dime on the fucking platform or some shit. Someone's bad as fuck, got all these pictures and share, but it's like, holy shit. Like, of course, everybody's gonna be blowing her shit up.
Oh, 100%,
And trying
yeah.
to fucking like her page, follow her, do whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, she's probably gonna have like fucking 200 requests and shit. And then might actually never match with anyone because she's probably already got someone in real life
So
dicking her
apparently, I mean, on
and like putting balls in her mouth. But like, it has to be a fucking Adam making $100K a year.
well, it's because like I think
You
Tinder,
know?
Tinder and Bumble, it's like
Not fucking Pablo at the fucking carniceria or some shit. Like, you know what I'm
Carniceria?
saying?
no, but for Tinder and Bumble, I'm pretty sure it's like you don't even see your requests. Like it's not like a friend request. Like you just. If you happen to like them and they just so happen to like you, that's when you match. That's when you
Then
find out.
that's
But
when
no,
you see it.
the thing is with Bumble is women can only start the conversation with you.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be the woman.
That's
Oh, I got
that's,
some
that's only on
stories.
Bumble, though,
Oh,
but
I got
Tinder
some
is
But
like
it doesn't change much. Like they'll like hi or send a fucking GIF.
hey, bro.
Fuck you.
Hey,
Fuck a GIF. Okay. It's some fucking Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump waving on a sailboat. Fuck out of here. I'm unmatching immediately.
Yo, that also goes to prove a point that girls have no fucking game.
Exactly, bro.
No
Smelling
game.
like the fish that Forrest Gump was like, you know, fishing out of the sea, the shrimp and shit. I don't know if I can do Forrest Bubble Gump shrimp go.
It's okay. We'll cut that part out.
Yeah, please do. Please. I lost my train of thought on that one.
I just wanted to help you out, give you a assist. We'll cut that part out. It's okay.
No.
I might not. I'm not going to.
God, I'm trying to think of like a rebuttal for that. Like, goddamn it. Move on. Just move on.
But that shit just, oh my God. Yeah, you have no fucking advantage as a man when it comes to those platforms, like at all whatsoever. Because like all
Unless
the
you pay
fucking
for
hot chicks are
premium.
getting blown the fuck up. Man, bro, that's a fucking scam. Why the fuck are you about to sit here and fucking pay for a fucking platform when me personally, I'd rather just go to a club, bro, you could go to a fucking Target and get a fucking chick. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, but you're gonna sit here on fucking Bumble Premium?
Yeah, you never know.
For
Fucking
what? For extra exposure and likes? Fucking expose yourself by walking in the real life. Like, fuck all this technology,
bro. Like,
and that's what I mean by like this social interaction shit. Like, everybody's living behind a phone screen.
I'm just giving out that other, like, how do I explain? I'm just giving out that fucking extra help for whoever like needs that help.
Oh,
you know
the
what I'm saying?
alternative solutions.
Yeah, that's all it
Man,
is, bro.
fuck that. I do not approve. CQ does not approve. Stop being a pussy. Get the fuck up, get dressed, shave your fucking face and nuts,
And then hit up
throw
a
some
Carl's
cologne
Jr.
on, get some French fries, feel good about yourself, and go fucking talk some bitches, even if you get rejected.
And
Trust
this is
me,
the American
you will
Andrew
get a yes.
Tate, guys.
Huh?
American Andrew Tate.
American Andrew Tate? Oh, man, they banned my dog,
Where's
bro.
Andrew Tate even from?
He's actually from Chicago.
Oh,
Damn,
That
no
ass.
wonder
no,
he
it
a
is
fucking
American. Yeah,
savage.
you're right. No, it's just Chicago. Yeah, it's not American.
But he lives in Romania.
We'll come back to him in a second because
He lives in Romania?
He actually, it has to do with this conversation a bit. But, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about him. Not just like he doesn't entertain me at all. I just don't find him to be fun to listen to or watch. He looks like a thumb. I don't know.
He looks like a thumb. Fucking stupid.
What color's your
sunglasses on.
bikini?
No, because when what was it, like Nickelodeon, like it was like that bit on iCarly when they like draw faces on the like the toes.
Yeah, then
There's
they
like
got
big
him in a
toe, like
fucking
big toe
camera.
sunglasses on him. That's Andrew Tate. That's Andrew Tate.
Oh my, that's how you feel, bro?
Yes.
Whoa, did he hurt your feelings?
No, I don't even know what he said. He just
Nah,
I just
he hurt
see
your
what
feelings,
he,
bro.
I don't know. I really don't give a shit. I really don't care. I just don't care. I just know he's like a kickboxer or former kickboxing champion, and then he talked a lot of shit to like Jake Paul, and then now he's just
Called him out.
He called him out, yeah.
Called him out to fight.
But Jake Paul doesn't want to fight him because he has like better opponents apparently. Like it's a whole fucking mess.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Well, honestly, I don't fuck with Jake Paul either. So it's just like
No, he doesn't.
I really don't care.
He
about
just,
anything
I
about
don't
that.
think he wanted to see Andrew. In my opinion, I just don't think he wanted
How
to see
old is he?
Andrew.
Do you know?
He's 35.
Oh, okay.
Tate, I didn't even know that. I
gave
figured,
me, like,
he was like older than 30.
He gave me like 40-year-old like wannabe Dan Bilzerian like vibes. I don't know.
Like who?
Dan Bilzerian?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Isn't he the dude that's like on Nickelodeon or something?
That's Dan Schneider.
Oh
That's-
my god!
That's a pedophile and he's in jail. So
What the fuck?
You know,
that's one of the guys that just so happened to be obsessed with feet and child actors. That's weird.
Oh my
No,
gosh!
Dan Bilzerian is like a poker player that got super rich and he lives like a crazy lifestyle, like partying, gun shooting. girls.
Okay.
He literally has girlfriends on contract.
Yeah.
I shit
Okay.
you not. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's just
We gonna
that
leave
kind of
one
rich, you know?
there. We gonna leave that one there. Fucking bro, on contract with bruh. But no,
Imagine having that pool.
Yeah, them fucking bro, get the fuck off them fucking goddamn dating platforms and shit, bro. And like if you're all right, for example, like
I just don't have the
person-
patience for it either.
like I played fucking football and shit or whatever. So like, you know, like when I was in college and shit, and like anytime that we hit the road and we were going to like a different state and shit, everybody was on fucking Tinder, like any of those little fucking dating apps. Immediately we hopped into a different state. Everybody's on their fucking phone swiping.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense because like it's based on like what is it like your location radius?
Yeah,
stuff
like where
that?
you're at. So they trying to
yeah.
meet like a whole new group of bitches that they was surrounded by. So they over here swiping away and shit. They was trying to fucking, you know, get some Gucci shit. We had a bunch of fucking hotel rooms. Like we would stay at like 4 or 5 star hotels.
Yeah.
And like, so they would just fucking sit here, be swiping away and shit. And typically we only had one other roommate in the room. So either they told them to get the fuck out or shit. Even if they were there, like, hey, I'm about to clap some with them in the room.
Just put them noise canceling headphones on real quick.
Bro, not even.
AirPods.
Not even.
Just raw dog in their ear right there. Like just
Swear. Live.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen and heard. I haven't seen, but I've heard some crazy shit.
do they ever like join? I feel like that's just a good opportunity to have a threesome.
Relax.
I don't know. Maybe I just never been on a traveling. I've never been on a traveling.
Relax.
I just never been on a traveling.
We're not talking about people getting trained right now.
I've never been on a traveling college football team, so I don't know what the pull was like.
There is no circle jerks or trains going on. Like
No Eiffel Towers either.
I hope there wasn't, but I wouldn't doubt that there was. That's the thing. I wouldn't doubt that there was. But yeah, every time that we hit a new city or a new fucking state, because I think probably purely through football, I traveled to at least like 9 different states. It's like we was moving like all across like the East Coast and shit. Like it was time we came to Texas, went to Illinois one time, North and South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Virginia. So shit, dude, motherfuckers instantly just in that situation. I get it because like you're in a whole new city. You're only there for like
you're
a
trying
night,
to like hit
maybe
it
two.
quick,
Like it's like you're trying to get active
deploy,
real quick.
then
But like
destroy.
if it's like somewhere that you live, like if you live in fucking Los Angeles or some shit, or like Miami, Florida, like, and you live there and you're there on a day-to-day basis, it's like, bro, like get the fuck out of your house and like go fucking do something. Like go to like a community event, a party, a club.
Yeah.
Or like just go fucking talk to people. Just pick up conversation. It doesn't even have to be on some weird shit. Like you
I
walk
feel
up to a
like-
girl, you're like, "Hey, I think your blouse is pretty." Like no, like
I
just
just feel
fucking
like-
just talk to people. Just like get social. Like shit.
I feel like it very much depends on like the scene, like what the scene is like. Is like, because I know like LA is super popular with like house parties and then clubs after that, and like that's like an influencer
Well,
thing.
whatever the
whole,
case
like-
may be, like whatever it is, like just the point is just get out and be social.
No, but I'm saying like some people like they care about certain things that don't have to do with your personality or how you talk to someone. Like, does that make sense? So I feel like that's what leads people to do that.
What to hop on these apps, like these dating apps and shit. So what do you mean by that? Like expand that.
Like, I don't know. Like I've heard stories of like how in LA, if you're at a house party, like someone will ask what you do for a living, and they don't like your answer, they will not talk to you anymore. Stuff like that.
Who the fuck cares? Who
No,
the
I know.
Bro,
I'm just
suck
saying,
my
like-
cock. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I'm just saying,
whether
like,
you
what-
fucking speak to me because I'm a fucking plumber and you're a goddamn TikToker with 100K followers and you're like, I'm better than you. I'm like, well, fuck you, Adam. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Adam.
Like, suck my fucking left nut, dude. That's the problem. And that's like, bro, that's the whole point of this shit is like, stop giving a fuck about what people think.
See,
Stop
I feel like-
caring.
No, I don't
I
care.
feel
either.
like
I'm just
this
saying.
all
Like,
happened.
I'm not saying you
I'm trying to
specifically,
think,
but
yeah.
it's just that anybody that views this or hears this, it's like stop giving a fuck about what people think.
See,
and
I
that's
feel-
a problem, like where it makes people like socially awkward. Like they think like, oh, you know, like they have this like peer pressure on them. Like for what? Like who the fuck cares?
I feel like this all stemmed from the whole fucking pandemic, bro. Like, because half the world was in quarantine, half the world wasn't. So some people forgot how to have.
Bro, we got raised into social media though, with starting with like MySpace and shit, and then Facebook. Then we had Instagram from there, Twitter. Like we got raised into this shit. So this shit of like this weird online shit and blah 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 and cyberbullying, whatever the fuck, like this shit has been going on since we were like in fucking elementary school.
Yeah, of course. Like
back when we had MySpace pages with background covers
your-
and shit and fucking music playlists on the
what
side.
Was it your top 5?
Yeah, your
friends?
top 5 fucking like
Oh, your
friends,
tops, yeah.
or your
Bro,
fucking
there'd
like
be some beef over that
or the
shit. Like,
goddamn
if you lost your
fucking-
spot, bro, that shit went fucking hit the fan. If you lost your spot in the top
or
5.
like your fucking playlist was on the side and shit. I remember having like Empire State of Mind and like a fucking Ludacris song.
Yeah.
See, but I feel like more so MySpace, we used it for the wrong reason. It was more so like a marketing tool. You know what I'm saying? So like at the time, you had Facebook more of like connect with your family, connect with your friends. I mean, let's be serious. MySpace was more so for people who were like actors, musicians, people who were trying to get their art and content out there. That's what I feel like MySpace failed because it was really, really honestly way ahead of its time. Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
If we honestly used MySpace now and it actually grew to where it's supposed to be, it would have surpassed Facebook. Because at the end of the day, all of our favorite musicians, we were all following them on what? MySpace, right? That's how we were able to connect with them. Then fucking Instagram came along. We had
YouTube
Facebook.
too.
That's like
True.
the first, but like see,
YouTube.
I discovered MySpace before YouTube, so that was like the first way I was able to like follow music artists I like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's like he's making a point like that was like your first like way like kind of getting like on a personal level with like a musician.
Yeah,
Because
but you're talking about like making personal connections with like celebrities and shit. I'm talking about just having like focused on yourself. Like it's more isolated onto you as a human being. Like
That's exactly
who you are.
That's exactly what it was, because that's how most musicians. Well, like Drake, he got found off MySpace. He was promoting all his shit on there, and that's how he was able to attract fans.
Yeah, but that's social media today. People are doing it all across fucking TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Like anybody can go viral at any moment on any platform.
Correct, right. But I'm saying, like, I feel like MySpace, if it was used correctly, if it was developed the way that it should have been, or that it was like on pace to do, it would have generated what SoundCloud would have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most of those artists that we see come from SoundCloud come from MySpace. If you think about it, if it would have grown and SoundCloud never came into fruition, because I feel like that's
how Bad Bunny got famous. Was SoundCloud.
That's how a lot of artists came up. Chance, X, Juice.
Yeah.
There was like plenty of artists that came through SoundCloud and shit, and they like blew the fuck up. Like we're talking about platforms just in general though, like just the generality of platforms and like how the social media shit just like entirely fucked our generation.
I think it was used for the wrong reasons. Social media, I think it was like honest. I think we used it to like. I feel like
it got used for what it was meant to be used for.
The power behind it is what I'm saying. Like, we as a generation, as youth, as mankind, like, we probably weren't even ready to fucking use that shit to like.
Of course we weren't. The fuck? We're like in a fucking matrix.
And now,
what do you mean?
And now look, like there's some people are using it for the wrong reasons, but whatever. I mean, if we were real.
You good, bro?
How you doing, Justin?
No, I actually wanted to say something about this. I was just reading that, like, with every passing year, like, the less social interaction, like, it's like dumbing people down. Like you'll have kids sitting in a room, like, instead of like talking to each other, they'll be like texting each other. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Everything's
so I'm saying people are just being fucking weird and shit.
That's really sad.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine you're in the same room as somebody. You text them. You're like, hey.
I get way too bored.
How's your day going?
I get way too bored doing like Snapchat, Instagram, like texting through there. I get so bored.
I don't even I turned off the notifications on my social media. I tell people to stop texting me. Call me. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me, fucking call me. Don't text me, because there's a rare chance I'm gonna answer. Like, call me directly. Like, say something to me, because like most of the time, if I see a text, I'm just gonna look, throw my phone down, and I'm gonna keep doing whatever I'm doing. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's rare too, though. Like, everybody just texts these days. You know what I mean? Like, how often do you actually talk on the phone? Like,
I'd much rather someone FaceTime or call me. Like, that's me personally. Like, I just like to be out and about and doing shit.
That's all my best friends. Like, all of us like just FaceTime each other.
But think about it. Like, if you go and meet a girl you're talking to, doesn't she just text? Like, do you ever talk to her on the phone?
They have to, like, this is the stupid thing, is like they have to kind of like, you have to really, really like work your way into like getting them to FaceTime you and shit, like just to call you.
It's all like messaging, right?
Yeah, because they have the power to just literally like not respond.
Right.
And just leave you in the dark. Like, that's how stupid that is. You know? At any given moment, they can be like, yeah, no, I'm done. And just block you.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything to like bring it back.
But that's also how like all this social media shit gave really a lot of women like the upper hand.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And they gave them the validation that they have. Like, that's where like the dating platforms and shit, like, it doesn't benefit a man at all. Like, wrapping back around to that shit. Like, it doesn't benefit you, because like now women are getting like free confirmation. Like, you're just getting confirmation from the online world as to like whether you're pretty or not, because that's ultimately what a high percentage of women are looking for, is validation.
Yeah.
You're getting validated online. Fucking sitting there liking your photo, commenting, following you, blowing your shit up, DMing you, your Twitter, or excuse me, your Tinder getting blown up, your fucking, what was it, Bumble getting blown the fuck up, whatever the case may be. All these different fucking platforms are getting blown through the roof. Like, you're getting free validation. You don't even have to leave the fucking house to know whether you're that bad bitch or not. You can take one fucking mirror selfie or some shit, put it on the fucking gram, and they're like, oh my God, let me eat your pussy. Like, I'm like, of course there's like these weird fuckers out here that's like, bro, like, stop doing that.
But you know what's funny,
bro?
You know what's funny? Because of that,
fuck.
it generated like a beautiful art of pickup lines. Like, they're so creative nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, you have to get really obscure and like in there.
I don't slide in DMs. Like, that shit is corny.
I'm not
that
saying
shit is corny as fuck.
I'm just saying it's funny to watch. Like, it's cool to like. It's like funny.
You're saying to see it on a meme, like, ha, it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm saying like personally, like, it's like, bro, like, no.
But, hey, you know what happened?
I don't like sliding in DMs, bro. I don't give a fuck if I'm famous as fuck, got a check mark. Like, I'd much rather see, if I had a celebrity crush or a female I wanted to fucking talk to, much rather be face to face and just fucking pipe down and spit game rather than fucking slide in the DM like, hey.
It's because chivalry's dead, bro.
I think, you know what I think is funny? I'm not trying to take a dig at anyone. There's no disrespect. But it is funny when people post like their social media crush like on Instagram stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah? Yeah,
No, funny. I'm not trying to make digs. I'm not trying to make digs.
Yeah?
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, that's
think
hilarious.
it's funny. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, you thought that was funny?
It's just a random post,
Yeah,
just
it's
like on their
hilarious.
story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so funny,
not-
right?
There's something
Yeah.
I wanted to bring
I'm
up.
not trying to make digs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I just think it's a funny concept. Like,
Yeah, why?
oh,
Why
you're
is
so
that a
pretty.
funny
Just
concept?
post you on my story. Like,
Yeah, it's funny.
Hey, is
I'm
this,
sure. I'm just saying, like, certain people, like, they know they're pretty. You know, they don't need that.
Yeah, you guys heard of?
They're not gonna see your story. I'm not. Again, I'm not trying to dig at you. This is not at you at all. I'm just saying. In
He's
general.
literally talking shit because I'm like the only person that does that. So if you sitting here talking
think
shit,
it's-
go ahead and tell me that
No,
because you're
I'm
sitting
not-
across from me.
Again,
So
I'm-
if you
no
talking shit,
disrespect.
just go ahead and talk your shit.
Okay, but I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not like being.
Then
mean
why
to you.
bring it up though? If you think it's
No,
funny,
'cause
you're
I think
judging.
it's-
You're giving your opinion on it.
Because dude, I see it all over my Instagram stories. I see like a bunch of dudes just posting the same thing.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's just you. I'm just saying it's
Like-
it's funny seeing it. I'm like,
I
oh,
will
okay.
repost something to my story, but I will not sit here and like. Obviously, I know they're not going to see it.
Yeah.
So me reposting is just
No, I know.
me appreciating whatever photo,
I know.
video, or whatever the case I may
know.
see. But
I know.
I'm not going to sit here and fucking DM goddamn
what-
Beyonce.
that's why I'm not
and be
trying to
like,
make-
yeah, let me eat your ass out backwards.
That's
Like,
why- that's
the
why I'm-
fuck?
that's
Like,
why I'm
that's
saying
not,
I'm not
this is
trying
not
to-
what's going on here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to make a dig at you, but there are guys that do that, looking for that attention from that celebrity.
I actually have had celebrities like view my shit before though.
No, I know. But did they message you?
Huh?
Did they
No,
message?
Of course
okay.
not.
I'm just saying.
Because
Like,
who am I?
but I'm saying exactly, yeah. So that's not your goal, though.
No,
You're just trying to show
I'm just-
appreciation
yeah.
and try to put some other
I'm
guys,
just letting
some
y'all
other
know,
girls
like,
on.
if I was Drizzy, this is who I'm fucking.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I'm just letting y'all know.
It's just I'm saying like there's other guys out there that actually try and hope for like a message from that person.
Yeah, but then those are the same fucking weirdos, like sitting there actually DMing
Yeah.
the celebrity. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know who the fuck.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I'm not trying
Nicki
to dig-
Minaj or
That-
fucking like.
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
what's
it's
a
not a
female
dig
that
at
everybody's
you.
obsessed with like nowadays?
I don't know, Ariana Grande.
Doja Cat.
Doja, yeah,
She's-
like a bunch of
I
motherfuckers.
don't know.
Like,
She shaved her eyebrows and head.
okay,
It's just kinda
before
low.
all that,
Yeah.
let's relax.
That was she drew
Doja
a
Cat
fucking-
bad.
She drew hearts on her eyebrows, bro, and then drew a line around it. That's just weird.
All right.
But she was hot before that. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Hey,
Jesus
let's
Christ.
not talk about Summer Walker on your head ass.
Bro.
I don't know who that is.
Summer Walker, she's an R&B singer.
That makes sense. I don't listen to R&B. So that makes sense.
I was about to say something, but it was going to be the wrong story. It was something I heard about SZA, not Summer Walker. But what's it called? No, I understand where you're coming from. I don't fucking sit here and like DM.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I was
I'm
trying
not
to
gonna
get
say
away.
who it is,
That's how I was trying to
but
get
I'm-
out of the way. Like I'm saying, like I'm not trying to dig at you because I know that's not your end goal. That's why I was just like I was like smiling. 'cause
If
I was
it
like,
comes
fuck.
down to it, all right, because realistically, I'm gonna break it down this way, right? Because it's cool, like it's funny. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but again, that wasn't a dig at you. It's just the people that actually
get
are
it.
trying to
I
get that
get it.
attention. It's
I
just
get
funny
it.
to me.
So the thing about it is that I know I'm not verified. I don't even have over 1,000 followers on what social media or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that like they're not going to see what the fuck I'm posting, all this and that. So it's not that big of a deal. And I'm also not trying to DM them and so on and so forth. Now, per se, let's say, right, for whatever fucking reason, like my social media starts to pop, right? And let's say I get 10,000 followers and all of a sudden I'm verified. And now all of a sudden everybody else, I don't know how the shit works because I'm not obviously not fucking verified. I'm not a celebrity, but I'm sure if I'm verified, I'm sure like if I swipe up on Drake's story or some shit, my message will go probably to like a different section in his messages that he can view.
Yeah, it's so I think it's like if you're verified, only verified people will show up on your primary inbox.
Okay, so then it's probably so in that case, obviously if I'm verified and the other person, well, even if they're regular or they're actually verified as well, like there's actually a chance that they will see my message and they will see what it is that I'm saying. But I do think the concept of sliding in DMs is corny as fuck.
It's just
So
like
regardless of the fact,
it's just
even if I'm
something-
actually like up there and I have a verification and blah blah blah, and I have like let's say X amount of status, I'm gonna like calculate or try to do something more in terms of like, or excuse me, I'm gonna try to calculate and do something to actually see that person in person, like and actually meet them rather than like DM them, because I don't want to like DM them and like you can't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what if you message them and then like they don't answer back till like 4 hours later? And you're kind of like, oh, like I don't really know what to say at this point. Like, oh, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've never even fucking met this person. You've never even seen each other. This person might not even know who the fuck you are. You want to just fucking message this person and be all like, hey.
yeah,
they
it's
still
just,
know who
it's
the
weird.
fuck you are.
It's
like,
really like
so that's why I'd rather meet someone in person. Like, yo, so like, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
There was something I wanted to bring up. Like,
Go ahead.
you remember when COVID hit? Like, everyone was like quarantined and staying in, and
Fuck yeah, dude. We were locked the fuck down.
Bro, any kind of like roommate situation, if it was a co-ed roommate, I don't know what it was. People got really horny.
so the
Like I heard a lot of my friends that were like roommates. They'll say like, okay, I have like 2 guy friends. They lived in separate apartments, but both of their roommates happened to be girls. They're dating now because they just ended up fucking in quarantine because they got bored.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the
Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up because that's what happened during the COVID pandemic. That's what I remember
Yo.
most. It's
what,
like,
what I was gonna bring up was what I think is wild is that dude that created that OnlyFans. He came up with this OnlyFans site where people can create a profile and then spread their shit online.
Oh, you're talking about the dude that created
yeah.
yeah.
You guys remember that girl that said "Catch me outside"?
Yeah.
She has like a name on there, and she made like 52 million last year. Like,
oh, she broke the record. It was like
Spread your
the
butt
most
cheeks online, yeah.
subscriptions like within like I think it was like 24 hours. Like it was like stupid.
And she
I thought
hadn't
that was
even-
Bella
Oh no,
Thorne.
sorry, no, you're Bella Thorne.
Yeah,
Bella
I
Thorne.
was like, I thought it was
and then
Bella
Bad
Thorne.
Baby was like right after that.
but the
like,
guy
second.
that created that site, dude, he became like, I don't know, he made a couple $100 million. Like,
Dude, he's living large.
oh yeah.
You know he doesn't even work on the site anymore. He just has assistants to do it for him, which makes sense. But like he just collecting.
Residuals.
That's wild.
But my roommate was just telling me about this that he knows somebody that like works construction, and he made a killing off taking like feet pictures. Like he would get off and like
Dude,
he would take his
No.
work boots off and like take pictures of it.
You know what's
and there's a
funny?
kink out there where I guess people really like feet, and they like
No.
to see different poses and shit.
100%. There's a
Yeah.
fan base for everything.
What do you do? Fucking curl your
that's,
fucking big toe and
This
like.
No,
dude's
what's
like
it-
sitting fat. He's making thousands of dollars a month.
What's that
but-
called? It's what is it? Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn.
Yeah.
Rule 34. Okay. There's this guy. I met him personally at a convention. It was an anime convention. This is why it's random. But he was like, he had like a really cool outfit. I was like, dude, like how much was that? He's like, oh, like just casually, just like, oh, like 35 grand. I was like,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
35 grand.
I was like, how'd you like? Oh, you know those car guys? Like, what do you do for a living? You know? I was like that. I was like, what do you do for a living? He's like, oh, I do OnlyFans. I was like, oh, okay. Like you just packing. He's like, nah, man. He's like, I just kind of jerk off into plants and come on them, and then I just make a lot of money from that. And I was like, there's no fucking way. And he's like, yeah. He's like, he's literally videos and pictures of him coming on plants. And that's his content. He doesn't even show his face. He doesn't show his feet. Nothing. Just
Bro, show a tip and a goddamn rose.
bro, literally. Literally. He has like what was it, like seasonal flowers that he like does shit on. It's fucking wild.
and he's able to afford a $35,000 suit
Yes.
like it's nothing.
Yo,
yeah,
does real question. Does he come on like a weed plant for 420 or like?
No, I'm assuming. I wish I asked that question, but I'm assuming he does
How's that
because he
work?
literally told me he's like, oh, I do seasonal plants too. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like
like
what?
house plants. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like just like has like a group of people that have kinks for plants. And
Yeah,
just
no,
like
and then he was like,
follows them.
I've never been DM'd by so many like horny vegans in my life. I was like, oh,
But that's what I was getting at. Like this dude was making all this money, like just taking pictures of his feet, and like he would like set up like a scenario, like you know he'd have his work boots coming off, and like I don't know. I guess he made a lot of money, and he's still making money from that. Yeah,
people
like there's
just-
like
dude,
people are
again,
nuts. Like
Rule 34. Yeah, if it exists,
I'm
there's
gonna
porn.
go get a fucking pedicure, dog. I'm about to get in this business, yo. Pedicure, right? That's what it is for your feet.
Mani pedi, yeah.
but yeah, hey, that,
Feet is pedicure.
Mani
Yeah.
pedi.
Oh, okay.
You gotta add
Pedicure. I just want to make sure I
the
wasn't
mani-
fucking
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
I've never had one before, so I didn't want to be like, okay.
but
It's great.
You've always
I'm gonna go
obviously
get
heard
one.
about this though,
we
right?
about to
Like
get on this fucking grind, y'all.
that girl made like
I'm
50
broke.
million in a year or something.
Yeah, so Bad Baby had like the highest profit, I believe,
Bro, that's what I'm fucking
50 million
talking
over a
about,
year.
though. Like, bro.
which is weird because like when I think of her, I think of like her bit on when she was 13 years old on
Yeah,
Dr. Phil.
Catch
I
Me
don't think
Outside.
of her as like an
Yeah.
adult.
Like a grown ass
That's why I
woman.
just like it freaks me out, and I'm like not into it. I'm just like,
It's like fucking child.
yeah, it's just like I feel like a pedo, even though she's like what, like
She's a rapper too, I think though.
she's a rapper.
She doesn't sell
Oh,
albums,
She,
though.
goes
she
by-
started with music. Well, it was the Dr. Phil shit, and then it transitioned to music,
music.
and then now it's like just being like an online personality, I guess.
Yeah.
But
she does like she doesn't do like her own music. She kind of just like features or like she'll show up in the video looking like hot. I guess I don't know.
no, she does music.
But
She
when I
had a
look at
couple
her,
songs
I
that
can't
pop.
like I can't get the image out of my mind of like a fucking child, you know, even though she's like 20 or 21 some shit.
Catch
Like
me outside. How
it's
about
just weird,
that?
yeah. And then Bella Thorne got in trouble because she like scammed everyone because like OnlyFans, like when you like a celebrity posting like an OnlyFans, like, oh my god, they look our nudes, like, oh the fuck, I miss your boobies, you know, all that shit. So it's like, but Bella Thorne, like her problem was like, she didn't post a single nude, and she was like hyping up. She was like, oh my god, get ready for this exclusive content never before seen, blah blah blah, and got like a whole like
bikini picture.
She's like
No,
in a
she
sports bra, right?
dude, literally, and it'd be like, or it'd be like a wet T-shirt that's like white, but like from like all the way far away, and she's like turned away, kind of looking at you like this,
Like 75 feet away.
yeah, and then like the fucking picture costs like $75 to unlock. It's like some bullshit like that, you know, like. So everyone like, she got like into like legal troubles for that.
Damn, bro. It sounds like you took that personal.
No, I just read an article about it.
He's like,
I would never. Okay, here's my thing. I will never spend a fucking penny on. It's free. It's fucking
Valid.
free.
I agree with you.
I understand it though. Like,
Also,
why would
Twitter.
yeah.
Twitter's horny. They put some wild shit on
Crazy,
there.
bro. Twitter.
Dude.
Oh my god. There's not a time I don't get on Twitter. Timeline titties,
Bro.
dick sucking,
And it's
slobber,
like, it's stupid because like
ass
you're not
being
even
clapped.
This is what
Twitter is a crazy place.
Twitter wants you to get caught in this because Twitter. I don't even follow people that do that on Twitter. I follow people that like pictures from people that do that on
Or
Twitter.
what
So
is
it
like
tells you, like-
retweet it?
You're retweeted, but most of the time for me, it's like I turn off retweets for everyone I follow for that reason. And then it came to this thing where it's like, oh, like blah 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 liked this picture from this person, and it's just like, oh my god, Titty Tuesday. Like, I'm like, bro, like,
I personally
dog, I'm at work, like I'm at church, like, bro, what the fuck? Just, like, chill out. Like, I'm trying to see fight videos and like, you know, like
I don't have a
celebrities
Twitter
fighting.
personally. You guys have a Twitter, but I guess they don't have like it's not uncensored. Like you know how on Facebook you can
Yeah,
get banned.
there's no restrictions.
Yeah,
No
there's
restrictions.
nothing, right?
Nothing.
They can just put whatever
Unless
on there.
I think it's like
Unless
it's like
you're
gore.
Donald Trump or Andrew Tate, you are not banned from Twitter.
But no, it's also like it's like gore. Like, you know what's crazy? Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure like you can't post like gore, like human gore, but you can post like animal gore, which is
What?
weird to me.
That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
What is that? Wait, what?
gore, like
You can't.
like
He said you can't.
someone's head getting chopped off will get banned, but if it's like a cow if it's a cow getting its head chopped
That's
off,
all
if it's
right.
like
Nah, bro, I don't know about
cruelty,
that.
it's safe.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that, bro. Because I remember on Twitter back in like 2012, I used to see like videos of the cartel chopping people's head off like
no,
down
that's
the
what I'm saying.
timeline.
That's why they
I've seen
cracked down on
those,
it for that reason. That's why.
Really?
That's why they cracked down on just that, which is some fun, like really funny to me because like titties and then like Al Qaeda, you know, like
It's crazy, like the shit that they.
Really?
that was your feet.
titties and Al Qaeda.
It's crazy, like the shit that they accept online versus like the shit that they ban versus what they don't ban. Like,
It's just weird.
and it kind of like brings in like the whole Andrew Tate thing. Like you bring up Andrew Tate and everything earlier. It's like Andrew Tate can sit here and talk about how like
What do you get banned for?
Nah, bro. See, I feel like all that shit was
literally like
misconstrued.
bro. All right. I don't want to.
A lot of that. If you honestly watch all his like
I don't wanna,
interviews, if you watch his whole podcast, then you would see like what he's really saying. I feel like a lot of his shit was misconstrued by like the media.
of course it was.
That's what. Yeah. So
Of course it
he
was.
was called like a misogynist from what I said, and I saw like one clip of him talking about like a bad experience he had with a woman. But then people took that as him being misogynistic. I was like, that's just having a bad experience with someone that happens to be female.
No, not even then.
But
She
I, don't
even
even
came.
know, I know there's more to that. I'm just saying that's from what I understand.
And then like, there's like all the facts that you could see. Like she even came out twice talking about like it was just a sex act. Like everybody's talking about like how he beat this woman, whatever. But she came out talking about first time ill, like he wouldn't do that. He's very sweet, so whatever. Like all this shit. Then secondly, saying that like it was just honestly a sex act that they were just both into back in the day.
yeah.
oh.
Just like
Wait,
whatever.
the-
See, bro,
Did
that's
he
but
just
that's
say
like the
he was,
fucking.
like beating her or like
No,
what?
people were thinking that he was beating her and like that he
Oh.
was like a woman beater, so on, and like
Okay.
There was just allegations and shit about him spreading across the internet.
But it was
basically,
like
and
some
that's
S&M shit, right? Like it was like the heat of the moment. Like
yeah, like he was tying her up and like
it was. Yeah, like she was.
hot.
It wasn't like he was beating on her. It was like, yeah, that was the idea. Like
spank me, daddy.
yeah.
and he's like, "Come here, bitch."
Whoa, what are you doing, step bro?
It was supposed to be a pleasurable
That's
act.
just weird. That's just Alabama. That's just Sweet Home Alabama and Pornhub. That's all it is. That's the only place it's acceptable.
Oh my god, yo. So nah, bro, but like this, of course, like all the shit that he says is like misconstrued and all this and that. They try to make it sound like he's like this like anti-feminist fucking like motherfucker, and he's just like this manly man person. Like, bro, he's just speaking facts on the worlds of today, bro. I didn't want to come like saying this shit and all this and that, get motherfucking cancel episode 1, but like like I said, I personally don't give a fuck, and it is what it is, bro. The man speaking fucking facts about the worlds of today. But he's going against.
I agree,
and I'm not scared to say this shit. He's going against certain people's agendas, people's that we were not talking about, but certain people's agendas, and so that shit is not okay. And so people who has this type of power or influence without having to, you know, sell his fucking soul away, of course they're gonna fucking keep him off the fucking internet because he's starting to make a whole movement of people that are going against what the world is trying to influence on us today. You're trying to demasculate fucking men. That's what it is, bro. That's why you have fucking porn and titties all over the fucking place. You got ass shaking on every fucking platform. Everybody want to fucking tune you into the goddamn metaverse. Be all up in social fucking media and all this shit. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, all these fucking things. You plenty of fish. I don't even know what that was a fucking thing. All this shit that you guys are fucking naming.
You gotta get it right.
Motherfucking POF. Like, bro, thank you. So, like, literally, like, they're just trying to keep you fucking online, bro. They're trying to demasculate you. They're trying to, like, bro, like I'm gonna be real, like your nut, like your seed, like you shouldn't be fucking masturbating at all whatsoever. It's okay to have sex, but to be fucking masturbating every single day, and on top of that, a lot of men do this shit multiple times a day, bro. That shit fucks you up mentally so bad, bro. It kills your fucking testosterone.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yes,
yeah,
like bro, it fucking destroys.
It gets rid of your drive.
Yeah, bro, it fucks up your drive. It gives you a lot of brain fog. It fucks your testosterone, which as a man, that's what you need in your fucking system. Brain fog kills your fucking memory, kills your fucking motivation. It sucks down your fucking confidence.
Drains your energy or whatever, right?
Yeah, it drains your fucking energy.
Dude.
Like, there's so many things to this, bro. And, like, literally, there's so many fucking things across the social media, like, internet and stuff, like, as a man, to make you all horny and hyped up. And, like, most men are not consistently fucking shit. Don't consistently have, like, there's only, like, 1% of men who make X amount of money and have all this fucking power and shit that are consistently fucking bitches, like, day to day. Not every fucking man is just out here got hoes and galore and all this shit in their motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying? As a guy, it can very easily become that you go a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years without having sex. Very fucking easily, especially in this day and age.
100%.
But that's the men's side. Earlier, what I was talking about like the filters, that's the men's side. Like, guys are acting like they're just hooking up with all kinds of girls, though, when they're just...
Oh, yeah, but they're not doing shit.
Yeah,
they're just putting on a fucking front to make themselves seem cool. But then when they get into person, they're that dude in the corner of the room in the fucking party not talking to a single girl.
And that ties into that saying.
Facade,
It ties into the saying. I heard this. I can't remember who it was from, but it was like, it's like guys fuck whenever they can, and then girls fuck whenever they want. Like, that's the power
But it's
difference.
facts, though.
Yeah.
It's at fucking will.
It's literally,
bro. But that's exactly why the stereotype, or not even the stereotype, but the saying, or the it's not the stereotype, but the there's a word for it. I apologize. But there's like the saying of, like, basically when, you know, men, like what you were saying, like, men can fuck who they can, women can fuck whoever it is that they want. Basically, that's exactly why it's so easy for a girl to get pinned as a hoe. Because it's so easy for her to get access to dick. There's motherfucking dudes, like, all up in her fucking DM.
It's crazy
all
how,
up in her
like,
fucking Tinder, all up in her fucking messages, hitting her up on the daily basis. Like, she could easily fucking hit someone and say, I want to fuck. And dude's like, what's up? Where and what time? Like, I'm there. But for a fucking guy, like, you randomly just hit some fucking girl up that you barely know, or this and that, or maybe it's just like a quote unquote friend. And you're just like, hey, like, oh, I'm horny, I'm trying to fuck. She's like, what the fuck? Ew, you're weird. We don't play by the same motherfucking rules, bro. And this is why people like Andrew Tate and his brother and all these other people get fucking canceled. And they get fucking removed from the fucking internet because they're against the demasculating fucking movement. Because that's what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They're trying to demasculate our fucking society. I didn't want to bring it up this motherfucking early in terms of this show and this platform and all this shit. But, like, it is what the fuck it is. A lot of people are not accepting of it, and, like, the whole feminist movement of, like, trying to get equal rights and all this and that. And I'm not against women having equal rights. I think you deserve to have a fair shot at a corporate position, or to be able to do this or do that or work.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
There's no fucking problem. But trying to demasculate men and all this and that, and, like, that's the part I don't agree with. Like, that's just the part of, like, you're just trying to make men when
people say, like, what is it, like, oh, like, just men ain't shit. That's fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, but if I was to come out and be like, women are a bunch of fucking bitches, y'all a bunch of cunts,
and then they're gonna jump on you like crazy.
Shit,
yeah, exactly.
I'm canceled.
Yeah,
canceled. Automatic. I come out talking some reckless shit. If I'm all these other people that popping up on my fucking timeline, bro, fucking Andrew Tate, This new dude I'm seeing, I didn't even know who he was. Sneeko?
Yeah.
I guess
Oh my
is what everybody
God,
fucking
dude.
calls him.
Yeah, Sneeko, yeah.
Dude has broke the fucking internet. He's literally
Yeah.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Them, the Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron and Fresh. Like those dudes, like those are three of the main ones that you see fucking everywhere that people just absolutely fucking disgust. Oh,
Yeah.
you're fucking misogynistic. You're a woman hater. All this and that. Meanwhile, they got bitches. Like, what are you talking
it's
about?
just, like, it's weird if they're that misogynistic and people like women hated them that much. Why do they have like 15 girls on the show every show?
like what the like? What are
confuses
y'all
me.
fucking talking, bro?
And
It's
I'm
just
not
the
trying
fact
to
of
defend
like
any kind of like comments against women or anything like that, but it's just like that's a little baffling to me. I feel like
no,
if
no.
they're
A
being,
lot
like,
of the
hated
shit is
on so much,
hypocritical. Like the
it's
shit that's actually going on, it's extremely hypocritical.
Yeah.
and like a lot of it is just fucking bullshit. Like these guys get bashed on the fucking internet day to day. Like over what? Over what? Because they
props to
don't
them.
agree what it is that you agree with.
And
But
props
then
to
all of a sudden, if you do the opposite, like, and they don't say shit back, like,
and you gotta respect the fact they didn't give up. Like they didn't
no,
even
they're
budge.
doing their shit till
They
this
didn't
day.
even budge. Like that shit does
Oh,
not get
no,
done.
they're living
You gotta
fucking
respect
nice.
that. You gotta respect that for
They're
sure.
living fucking
no matter
nice. They didn't
who you
fucking
are.
budge, bro. They're standing tall on who the fuck they are and what they believe in, bro.
Yeah.
Respect to you for doing that shit, because like not every other individual is fucking daring enough to do that shit, bro. So like respect to them for standing on their shit.
Just going back to what you were saying, like how a lot of the demasculinity had happened.
Yeah.
So that is true, but there is one thing that us men do have that we it's a power that we possess. You
What
were
is that?
saying y'all was saying like men can fuck who they
Whenever they can.
whenever they can, and women will fuck
Whenever they want.
right. Men marry whoever they want. Women marry whenever they can. So it's the same thing that for us. But the thing is, I feel like
but also I don't fucking believe in marriage.
true. But a lot of women when they get after this like stage after the 20s, they all like that's when they all want to get married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
after
have
they got
noticed
thrown
that,
out.
yeah. It's like mid 20s is like the kind of like
Yeah, after they
hungry
got
for that,
thrashed
like,
out
ring, yeah.
between the ages of
Yeah,
19
yeah,
and
yeah.
23.
Yeah.
After you got thrashed out and you're done having your fun and getting dicked with a Hennessy bottle in a club, like
You know
yeah,
what's funny?
sure.
You know what's funny? Girls you wouldn't think are like hoes. They like claim to have like a hoe phase, which is funny to me. That they like, you know,
You claim
that
to
they-
have a hoe phase.
Yeah,
I
and then
just
they
say
get
I'm
mad when
fucking
they're called a
bitches.
hoe. Like it's just like, again, I'm not trying to like.
Oh, that
degrade
was my
anyone,
hoe phase.
But it's like I just again,
And bro,
it's
the
something I
amount of
find funny.
motherfucking oh my god, bro. Oh, I love that you bring that up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like I'm not trying to degrade anyone. I'm not trying to like again. I'm very like equal rights, all that shit. But it's like
We
that is
we
funny.
speak in facts.
It's
It's
just-
a safe
it's just
space.
funny. It's
We're
just
talking
funny.
facts. Like it's a safe space.
Yeah.
Like it is what the fuck it is. Like we don't play on the
Yeah.
same rules, bro. We don't play on the same rules, bro. In this society, as a woman, like you have so many upper hands, bro. It's ridiculous. And if you know how to play your fucking cards right, there's no fucking reason as a young woman, bro. If you're 18, 19, 20, 21, and you have the type of access you do, if you look good and all this and that, the type of people you could be around, you play your fucking cards right. And you could be a motherfucking 6-figure earner or a millionaire before you turn fucking 30. Pretty fucking easily, because as a fucking guy, to get the type of access that you would get to meet millionaires or to meet people of status or people that could, let's say, you know how we like to say, put you on game, like you got to be fucking worth something to be fucking valuable in this society. Just as a man,
100%.
you need to be fucking worth something, or you need to look like something for a bunch of women to want to fuck you, for you to feel like you're that shit. Like it's not you got to fucking work. You have got to work. But like versus women, like you're born with your value, and the more you shed that shit off into other men and all this and that, you tossing your pussy around, you start to lose your value. You're born with your value. Men have to fucking build their shit. You have no choice but to build your value as a man. And if you don't fucking build it, like you're not gonna get anywhere. It's not easy by any stretch of the fucking means. Like it's a fucking process and it's a lot of hard work, but it's just the reality that we live in. You gotta fucking suck it up, put your fucking shoes on, pick your fucking head up and poke your chest up and get to it. Like it is what the fuck
it's
it
like,
is.
It's funny like how dudes like sometimes like they talk all this game on social media, all this game over text, all this shit like, and then like it comes to like real life and they like don't know how to fucking like talk.
Dead
You know what I
ass,
mean?
bro.
Like,
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
weird.
Putting, like what Justin
I find
said.
that
What
weird.
were you saying, Justin? Like they put on a front on social media.
that facade. Yeah,
The
like
facade,
it's
yeah.
not,
And then you come to the like you come and meet them in person. They have like no zero personality.
They're fucking little
like, their
pussy,
personality-
like,
their
they're little
personality is
bitch.
based off of like podcasts and you know shout out us. But I'm just saying like, but they're like personality. But like no, like their personality are based off of like you know like certain podcasts, like certain videos they watch, certain
Yeah.
skits, certain movies they watch. Like they want to be like some guy there or some girl that they want to be a fan of, and then that's their whole thing. But they don't actually embody that to themselves. It doesn't actually influence their actual personality. So when you come and talk to them, and you have like you know that late night car talk, over some Burger King or some fucking junk food, and it comes to just like, oh wow, you have zero personality. You don't know what the fuck a banana is. Like that's crazy.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I'm gonna be honest. No, you're speaking fact. No, he's speaking facts. Like it's just like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. In this modern day and age, like, if I can't keep up a good conversation with a woman, or if I don't find you comical or something, like, bro, I'm not even gonna get hard for you, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real.
For
like,
me, it's like the
mentally,
first like 5-10 minutes of talking.
Dead, bro.
Honestly, yeah.
I swear, bro, y'all never had that experience?
then
Like, you meet a girl, and within, bro, like, within that first, I know within, like, almost the first minute, bro, like, if you talking to a girl, like, that interaction that you have with a female and shit.
There's just no substance there. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, bro.
It's just like,
it's an immediate turn off. I'm like, ew, like
the word, like, the
automatically,
term.
like, within that first, I'm sorry, automatically within that first, like, let's say 5-minute frame, like you were saying, bro, I know whether or not I'm actually going to see something like, I want to take you on a date kind of thing, or if you're just a fucking go. If I'm keeping it a buck,
or sometimes like
if I know if I'm just about to like fucking bust a nut and leave you, or if I'm about to actually take you out on a date, like, or if we about to actually chill, like, I know that within the first fucking conversation of knowing you, automatic.
Yeah, 100%.
And almost every fucking guy can tell you that. They'd be fucking lying if they told you
that
not.
whole like again like that phrase like vibe check is a very real thing.
Fuck yeah,
very
bro.
real.
That energy, like that that mix,
click.
You know, bro.
Like you just know. Yeah.
Because you can't just be all high energy and then like you're not getting it back. You're just gonna be mentally drained at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro. But that's what a lot of like.
It's so tiring.
But that's what a lot of women are nowadays because they got the looks and they got the this, so they don't have to. They feel like they don't have to put that much effort for.
They rely on that, right? Like,
heavily.
Something to look at.
So it's just fucking boring to me. It's just like, ugh.
And it's kind of sad.
Like, argue with me about who's like the MVP for NBA this year. Like, what the fuck's good? You know, I don't want to talk about fucking Starbucks drinks that you got this morning. Get the fuck out of here.
How someone fucked up your frappe, like,
I don't want to learn about that until we're moved in together. Okay.
Sorry, Kaylee. I'm fucking like, dude, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn like
also
mom
fuck Starbucks
taking your fucking hairspray or your blow dryer out your bathroom. Like,
also fuck Starbucks Dutch Bros shit.
What is it like when y'all drink? How do y'all feel after y'all drink?
Depends
like
on what I'm drinking.
That's valid. That's actually really fucking valid. But like after y'all start drinking, like let's say your typical drink, like what you drink most often. Let's say you go out to a nightclub, party, social interaction. Or like generally when you start drinking, how do you start feeling?
So
like because some people say it ups their confidence. It kind of makes them feel a little more loose.
I'll go first.
You know,
bro.
He sat back from that one. He's like, hey, let me tell you some shit.
I got some stories to tell.
So
be careful.
Like, so like,
because someone might fucking slap the shit out you if you say something inappropriate. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, go ahead.
Nah, so
continue.
like for me, if I'm gonna go get like a regular drink, bro, I'm gonna feel like very, very bubbly, and then I'm gonna feel very, very like warm. But then it's like I feel like I can't be touched. Like, can't nobody fuck with me. Like, I'm from Chicago. I'm a fucking like, I'll curb stomp you. You come up in my face. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I'll be like the shortest dude in the fucking room.
You the one I don't want to hang with.
Hold on, but look.
Because you automatically about to get your ass
in trouble, yeah.
Nah.
I'm not about to defend you.
But hold up.
Because if you in the wrong, I'm going to let you get your ass up so you learn a lesson.
Hold up. I'm saying this like that's like what I'm saying. I feel like how I feel off alcohol. I'm like I'm not gonna go out and like start some shit with. What the fuck?
Anyways, continue.
Nah, like I'm not gonna
Justin's
go.
nervous over here twisting his fucking microphone and shit.
I'm not gonna go start some shit. I'm just more so like can't nobody
you
fuck
some
with me.
big dog shit. You like
Yeah, like
I'm all but 5'6", but you can't touch me, motherfucker.
Bro, I got Napoleon syndrome like when I'm drunk, bro. Like can't nobody fuck. Yeah, bro. Like, but I'm fun to be around. Like I'm a fun guy. Like
but I'm fun.
But I'm fun. Hey, shit, y'all have a good time around me.
No, I see what you're saying. It just gives you that like that extra courage, you know. You loosen up, you feel a little more confident, you know.
Yeah. But I don't mean it like. But I don't like. I always try to stay in boundary though. That's the only thing though. Like I'm always gonna stay in boundary, but that's just how it is. Like I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Like I want to do more shit. Like I want to do like some crazy adventurous shit. Like when I'm drunk. But like,
why do you think you don't have that ambition as like when you're in a normal state of mind, like not under the influence or sober? I should say.
So like what I mean by under the influence when I want to do like that type of shit, it's the type of shit that I wouldn't want to do
sober.
Like you wouldn't like be too hesitant about it.
What kind of so then give an example of like what are you talking about?
So for example, like
what you would want to do when you're drunk.
What I would want to do when I'm drunk. So
that you're like experience something new or do something like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, like man, go all around town like in different fashion forms,
Like go on an adventure type shit.
yeah, like you know,
on a mission.
Like I want to
Some
go on
hooligan
missions
shit.
and shit like that. But like I wouldn't do that.
You
if
don't think you would do that sober? Like you're like, yo, let's go to
No,
a fucking
there-
7-Eleven on
no,
the other
but
side of
there's, like,
town and
there's-
like fucking buy
it's
some
a-
gummy worms.
It's a different kind of
I
like
don't know.
dopamine you get from like when you're drunk.
Yeah, like but when I'm sober, like I want to do something like more like that's you know
More adventurous.
Yeah.
Like jump off a bridge into a lake, you know, like shit like that.
Sober?
I wouldn't do that sober.
Yeah, we're talking about sober. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking
Oh,
about?
he's talking about like drunk.
So like for example, I would want to go to like across town to like a fucking hotel, like to a bar that has like a nice hotel when I'm drunk, and like just go network with a whole bunch of people, or go to like a fucking casino
Go
or
meet a
something.
bad bitch and fuck the shit out of her. Yeah.
I only had one person to look at when you said that.
Hey, bro, you set yourself up for that one. You set yourself up
No,
for that.
I know what
You
you're
should
getting
have
at,
not
though.
said that shit.
But like you with the boys, you know what I'm
You
He's
said
talking
saying?
about
like-
doing
working.
something out of the ordinary, you know, like something that you.
Yeah,
I got you.
like,
Something
would do
that you normally wouldn't do, like
something
especially when
straight
you're in
up
a
out of the
relationship.
ordinary,
Yeah,
but-
go to a hotel and fuck
Nah.
the shit out of a girl that you're not supposed to be fucking.
Nah,
And have someone else sucking some nuts. I get
talking
it.
about
Yeah,
making
yeah, I trust
memories,
it,
like
yeah.
going
That's
to
not
do
what I-
something
that's
dope.
not what I'm
Facts,
getting.
facts,
Nah,
facts.
'cause,
Word. We all want to get wild sometimes.
Nah, it's not
New
even like.
experiences.
Hey, bro.
I got a bitch at home and I fucked the bitch
this-
at the hotel.
You the type. Hey, see, you the type of person to be getting Andrew Tate fucking canceled because you misconstruing some shit, bro.
It's guys like you, man.
I'm the one in the comments baiting people.
it's men
this
like
guy's
you
a
that-
fucking feminist. He's a fucking prick.
Nah, but for
he
example-
cheats on women. You hate women. You should be canceled, fucker. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. It's all jokes. It's all love. It's all love.
Or like even go to like fucking downtown to a stadium and like fuck around, or like go to like an abandoned asylum or some shit like that. Because like in Chicago,
Whoa, I would not do that.
'Cause
I remember
I
I
would
met
not do that sober or
Like-
drunk.
I remember
Like,
I
I
got
went
mad
to,
on the
like-
rooftop.
Perk, you would not catch me in an asylum.
bro, I went
I'm
to
not
like
fucking Batman.
Bachelor's Grove, which is like the most haunted fucking cemetery, and like that shit was so fun. Like when you're drunk or high.
I'll never do like
Whoa,
creepy like
a
haunted
cemetery?
shit. Like
It's the most haunted
shit. Yeah.
cemetery in
Nah, my family from the Caribbean. We don't play with shit like
Yeah,
that.
nah.
That must
fuck
have been
that.
an experience.
I don't
was it?
play with shit
Yeah.
like
It was, bro. I saw a woman, bro. Like she was just like.
I saw a woman.
You saw a ghost?
Yeah.
No, it's just a woman. I just never
Basically.
seen one before.
No, you saw a ghost. He saw a ghost.
That's crazy.
I mean, she was carrying a baby.
In her
That's
stomach
crazy.
or in her
Well,
arms?
that's
But she really wasn't there, right?
yeah. She wasn't there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Well, that's the story. That's the story. Like that. It's always a woman that's there, like with a baby, because she got hit by a car that like in that fucking vicinity.
So what happens when you don't charge your crystals?
What?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Did you? Wait, what? Hold on, you lost me.
It was
That's
dumb.
not somewhere you would go sober. Is that what you're getting at? Yeah.
I wouldn't go there when I'm
I wouldn't
sober.
go
Fuck
there.
no.
I wouldn't go
Cemetery?
there.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck if I'm drunk
No, I
or sober. I'm
wouldn't go
not
there
fucking
drunk.
going there.
To an asylum.
I think
Yeah.
I think the craziest thing I ever done was like get on the rooftop of a stadium when I was drunk.
A stadium? Like what kind of stadium? What do you mean?
Baseball.
Like if we're talking like Yankee Stadium, like getting on
Yeah.
top of how the fuck
Like-
that's really fucking high in the air. How
Yes.
the fuck did you get up there? Like,
The people I was with like worked at the stadium.
What stadium?
and so you got access to
I'm
the
not gonna
roof.
say it because I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Allegedly? What stadium
like-
allegedly?
I'm not gonna say it.
What
Allegedly,
team plays for that stadium?
it's MLB. That's
Well,
it.
fucking duh. Like, what team?
What state were you in?
I'm not gonna say it. Dude.
Well, there's states that have multiple
zip
teams.
codes?
All right, I wasn't in Arizona.
California.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. We
No,
on his ass.
No,
Dodgers.
it wasn't
Padres.
It wasn't Cali. It wasn't Cali.
Texas Rangers. Rangers, Texas. Ooh, Rangers, Texas.
It
Was
was
it
Texas,
Rangers?
but they had like 3 teams. So I'm good.
Astros. It's the Astros.
Astros. Oh, the Astros. What's the fuck? Fuck the Astros. Cheaters. Oh god.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck
I
them.
fucking hate the Astros, bro.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm a Yankees fan, bro.
He's all fucked
I'm
up.
fucking dead, bro. That sounds really fucking fun.
No, it was fun because look at because
But I like doing reckless shit like that when I'm sober, though. Like sneaking into a fucking stadium.
Here's the
Like
thing,
I don't even have to be drunk to do that.
If I was sober, like this is also like 2 a.m. when we did this, so it's like
Yeah,
if I was
that's what makes it
sober,
more
I
fun.
would have been so scared of like getting arrested and shit like that. Even with the help of like 2 of my friends that actually have security passes, they can get through anywhere they wanted in the stadium at any time they wanted because they had the highest level of like what is it like
Clearance.
clearance. There it is. Yeah. So
Okay.
But the fact that I was drunk, I was like, man, fuck it, let's go. Like, it was good. I came up with the idea as a joke. And then 30 minutes later, we were on top of the fucking
you're like, we got what you need.
Yeah. And they both turned around. They were like, they both turned around. They were like, I mean,
can take you places.
No, literally, like, I could take you out, or I could take you away from all this. No, but no,
When
they
the
literally.
Biden stimmy hit.
I'll never forget this. Like this dude, like my friend, like at the time, he just busted up. I said this as a joke. He busted up with the like, literally looked at me, busted up in the glove box in front of him, and pulled out his pass. He's like, "I'm down if you're down." I was like,
He was dead ass serious.
I thought he was bluffing.
He was like with the shit. He was with the shit.
No, yeah, and I was like, nah, like
Whoa,
you're
that
fucking
was
bullshitting.
cool.
Like, let's go, fucking park the car. He parked the car. And I was like, oh, we're actually doing this. And then they got out of the car and closed their doors. I was just sitting in the back. I'm like, they're not gonna do it. And they started walking to the stadium. And I was like, bro, like they're far away. Like they're actually doing this shit. Okay. Like, so I got out of the car and ran after them. And then we fucking like climbed up the stairs. So many fucking stairs, bro. I was drunk, so I get like my stamina get cut down to like a quarter of like what it's supposed to be. So I'm like huffing and wheezing my way.
Bro walked up
I'm like,
3 steps. Bro, you guys on a fucking elevator?
bro, like,
Fuck.
dude, we had no water. Like, bro, like, dude, it was tough, but it was so worth it. Not really, but I mean,
It was tough, SA.
it was tough. No, I'm just no, no, but yeah, no, I was on the roof and it was sick though because you got to see like like the cityscape. Like that's my favorite thing to like look at is like get on like high places and like see like the night lights and shit like that. That's my favorite thing to look at.
You gotta do it in Chicago, man.
I hear Chicago is like one of like a great place to like be. In. New York obviously is like one of them. I haven't done that yet, but
Yeah.
Bro, I always
New
wanted to go
York for sure.
where those canals are, where you see them in all those movies. I always thought it'd be dope to go there. You know what I mean? Like downtown Chicago. Isn't that where that is?
The cool thing about them, like for St. Patty's Day, is that, like they
Green.
They color them green.
They
yeah.
color
that's
it
why
green.
I
Green
want
dye.
to go to Chicago for that like St. Patrick's Day at one point in my life.
That it would be so dope, and like everybody's so cool, like all walking around. Now I will say this. Some people do get out of hand, like when you drunk. Like some dude did get thrown into like a fucking like glass window, like dead ass, like like a store.
See, but like
So
I
you
think
just
I'm so used to being in like cities and shit like that. I kind of
Just-
got like grown up into it. So like I would see that shit happening and be like, yeah, I'm out. Like, like I could, you kind of get that vibe with certain people. Like you can tell like when they're gonna do some stupid shit.
But it's all about if you go in groups. Like if you're in groups
Yeah,
of like
if you're in
four,
groups, for most of the
no
time
one's
you're in
gonna
groups.
fuck with you.
Exactly,
No
yeah.
one's gonna fuck with you. But if you're like you and
solo or maybe with one other person.
yeah, you're fucked.
What about you,
You're
bro?
Yeah, I would never do that.
How do you
with,
feel
like,
when you start drinking? Doesn't it build up your confidence too?
Like when I start drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back to that conversation.
Like pull it back around, bro. Like
Let's reel it back in.
I don't know,
I did the
man.
stadium thing on rum.
I'm very like conscious when I'm drinking though. Like it to me, it doesn't matter whether I'm drinking or not. Like I'm still an asshole. So like it doesn't really make a difference. Like I'm an asshole when I'm drunk or when I'm sober. Like I think when I'm drunk, maybe I just give less of a fuck about what I'm saying, which is like really bad because I already don't give a fuck when I'm sober. So like that means I'm about to say something even worse, and I'm a very vulgar person. So like.
Fuck.
Yeah, like we about to hit extremities that might have me in some arguments and some non-talking relationships for the next couple of weeks. If I'm actually no, I wouldn't even put it to that degree. I think like when I'm drunk, it actually low key makes me more aware and observant of like my environment. Like if I go into a nightclub, for example, and like let's say I start drinking and all this and that, I almost love the sensation of being conscious of how like wiggly my body is and shit. Like
Yeah,
I kind of
yeah.
have like this weird sensation with myself.
It's like what is it like? It's like that. Like it's like when you're like There's a name for it, but it's kind of like it's like a type of like you're in your head and you're like picturing what you're like almost watching yourself from like a different point of view,
from
even though it's you.
Yeah, from a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't
shout
that
out
crazy?
Corday.
Okay.
High level raps only.
Bars. Bars.
Bro, you see his mutton chops they came out with in that one festival?
Yeah. Corday's
Yeah.
a fucking goat. Shout out Corday. Shout out
Not
Corday.
for the mutton chops, but yeah.
Shout out Corday, regardless, whatever you wearing, my G. Shout out. But anyways, but yeah, no, I just kind of like, I'm like even more self-aware and conscious of what it is that I'm doing. Cause like, if I'm drunk and all this and that, like, I'm not that fucking idiot to get behind the wheel. Like, I'm automatically like,
yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm not even drinking heavy like that. Cause first of all, I'm a heavy fucking drinker. So like it takes a lot to get me fucking drunk.
Oh, I
Like,
know. Oh, I know. Yeah. No, it's a marathon race with this guy.
You know.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Bro,
Mr. fucking
bro.
That was actually funny. Like that's a whole nother fucking story. That was the first time that Atia met Brandon was on his birthday, and Brandon was
My
just
21st
fucking
birthday,
out of there, bro. But that's when Brandon learned his lesson that he should not drink like shot for shot with me.
Like heavy, bro.
But
That
like
was-
I'm just
well,
like,
it was because like high school, I was like crazy. I drink a lot.
Didn't you
but
mix that night too?
Yeah.
yeah, bro
Yeah.
was all bro. I was feeding him. He was just fucking okay.
That's
Like
it. Everyone, I was like,
Okay,
fuck, all right, like shit.
bro, like I just kept, bro. I gave this man at least like 3 like Trulies and like 5 shots before we even left the house. And then we got to the
No, I
club.
literally
We
walked
walked
in.
in the club, went to the bartender. Yo, let me get like 2 Vegas bombs. Boom, boom, here. Took them, pop, pop. Got up to the like 3rd floor of where we was at.
I got, like,
and then
another,
I was
like,
like,
Red Bull
here's
thing,
another
right?
fucking. Yeah, I was like, here's another mixed drink, so you can sip on that. By that point, bro was already gone, and on top of that, like, and we smoked a little too. So like, I was like, bro, he about to be.
Bro, I was
fucked
so
up.
drunk that like I took that mixed drink that was like pretty like strong. I just swallowed it, just inhaled it. I was like, strong, like, done, and I just put it down. And then I remember the look that he gave me. He's like, okay, like shit, he's gone now.
Dog,
Like,
I looked at, I was like, yo, you straight? Like, why? I said, sip on it, bitch. Not
I felt-
fucking like throat goat that motherfucker.
Bro,
like, relax.
I felt amazing. In that moment, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm good. I'm straight.
like, bro, but then he got really fucked up really fast, bro. He was out of
It
there.
hit me at once when like I was chilling because we were like we were outside when I drank that drink. It was like on a balcony.
Yeah,
And then we
yeah,
went
yeah.
inside where all like the humidity was, like where people were just standing around and I was dancing and like people were running shoulder to shoulder, people were breathing on my neck and shit, and like I was just like feeling it. And then I started sweating and then like
Yeah.
the blood pressure kind of rose and I was like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
fuck. And then and then I was like, damn, dude, this is crazy. And I was like, but damn, this song is so fucking good. Let me just like I just started hitting groove. And I don't give a fuck if people were judging me, bro. I was in my zone. Like that's the best. Like that's like probably the happiest I've ever been. Like in recent years. Like I was just like I couldn't
Vibing.
be just
Feeling
vibing.
yourself. That's what the fucking alcohol
Yeah.
does to you, bro.
No, but
that's
the
like an
music too. Like,
experience that you
the
like.
DJ was good too. That was the good thing. It's like
no,
the music
DJ was actually
perfect.
fucking
Like,
fire that night. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
and I was just feeling the music super hard. I was just like, yeah. Like,
I don't know. I think like alcohol doesn't really bring out like a fucking like aggressive side to myself, like where I want to fight people. Like, because there's people that like are like that when they drink
Yeah.
and shit. They're like very like aggressive and shit like
That's
that.
how some of my friends are with tequila.
What?
It's weird.
Hey, you think
Like-
I'm pussy?
And then like they want to fucking fight for every little fucking thing.
Bro,
I'm
I
like,
think
I
it's
hate
dumb.
being around those people. I'm
Yeah.
like, you killing the vibe, dog. Like, just relájate, mijo. Like, tranquilo. Like,
think-
it's not that
I
serious.
remember tequila does that though, dude. It makes a lot of people aggressive, you know. Honestly.
Bro, I'll never forget the
I've
day.
never gotten aggressive on any type of liquor, bro. I've drinking
It's-
rum, tequila,
it's the-
a vodka, whiskey, cognac. Like, it doesn't matter what I drink. Like, I've never been like that. I'm
Yeah.
always just vibing. And if anything, because I already like to go dance and do shit and like just turn up. Like, I just like to go to the club to just turn the fuck up. So if I drink, it makes me want to do that even more. Like, I just want to fucking like, they in the middle of a fucking groove. Like I don't even know how to fucking,
I love
you know what I'm
watching you
saying?
do that because I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, he's getting it. Let's get it.
Like, bro, like,
It's
we-
so hype. Like, you know?
Like we just having fun, bro.
Yeah.
Because then, like on top of that too, is like I come in there every time I walk into a dance circle at a club. I just walk in like casual as fuck, and everybody's looking at me like,
you're
who
always
the
the first person in.
yeah,
Which is perfect because I'm never that guy, and then I get pulled in.
yes.
And
So
then
like I'm the
that's how the shit
icebreaker.
gets- yeah.
I'm like the icebreaker.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
how like the dynamic works. I have rhythm and I can dance a little bit. Brandon can actually dance,
But when you
like professionally.
But when you guys dance, when you dance, like, are you worried about what anyone thinks?
I
Like,
don't give a
I think
fuck.
I think that's the key to be.
I
like,
know I can
being able to
actually dance.
good. Is like not giving a fuck what anybody
It's on
thinks. You know what I mean?
that. Yes.
So that's the best.
Like-
that's the first advice I ever got when I started dancing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
It's like
That's
literally walking into the
Yup.
room. Don't give no fucks. No one's judging you except for yourself.
Yep, that's the key
And
to
then-
being a good dancer. Like,
yeah,
just don't
and
give a fuck. Who cares? Like, you'll go to clubs or bars or wherever, and like you'll see guys that
Yeah.
just like won't dance. They'll just
They
like
just, like,
lean up
sit in the
against the
corner.
wall. Yeah.
Dude,
Bro, to be
Like,
honest,
I know a lot of females like to dance, dude. Like it can be fun too. I've had some really good nights where you go dancing
Like-
and have a blast.
no,
you
you
know
know
what
what's
I mean?
amazing is people think I'm white, right? And like I speak fluent Spanish, but when they see like a white boy,
I see a big white guy.
big
Yeah,
body,
just,
white,
like, they
white
just-
boy,
Oh,
crazy.
like they're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like
I'll never forget, dude.
Bro, so like, look, I'm gonna give you a solid fucking example, right? So we go to this bar, right? It's a bar, but it had a pretty decent dance floor, and generally at this bar, like they play a lot of like rap and hip hop. So I already knew like there was the kind of scene in which I can dance in, like because I can nay whip all that extra shit, right? Hit the whoa, whatever the fuck, right? On beat at least, and make it look cute. And kind of like get people like into it or whatever. So I'm like the warm up and I'm like the icebreaker, right? So I come in there, hit the nene, hit the folks a couple times. People are like, okay. And next thing you know, I pull Brandon in.
No, but
and
hold
Brandon,
on, real quick. When we walked into this club, again, 21st birthday, right? It's the first place we went into. And the only reason we went in is because they were like giving us like what was like a $3
like a
shot.
coupon. Yeah, like it was like a coupon, like
$2-3 shot.
Yeah,
like,
like
we're
the
like,
drinks
fuck
are
it,
like
let's
$5 there.
Super
yeah,
cheap,
like,
right?
Super fucking
Walk
cheap.
in,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is fucking white. It was dead empty. Like space everywhere. You could just see the entire dance floor up until like the DJ station. Like that's how dead it was. I was like immediately. I didn't want to question Christian because he's been in the scene longer than I have. So, but I was like, in my head, I was like, man, fuck this, bro. Like seriously.
So we
like,
went there and
I was like,
pregame.
I wanted to leave immediately.
No, yeah. We went there in pregame though, got ourselves like 3 drinks and shit.
Yeah.
Went to another place, turned the fuck up there, and I was like, just wait for it. We go back towards midnight, 1 a.m. It's gonna be fucking packed. We went back. It was fucking deep. It was hella fucking people in there.
No one moving.
No,
Just music
like
playing,
people just standing around. Like you had a bunch of those kind of dudes that like
Wallflowers.
they just stand in the fucking like they just stand in the corner.
Yeah.
It was
Just
like,
too cool to dance. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Lanes.
we went in there and like automatically I was already feeling the vibe. It's like me, Brandon, one of like
Carlos
my
and
close,
Jalen.
one of my like my cousin, like one of my, FTF, JKO. Y'all see him here pretty soon. But I was like, I was just like, yeah, like, and I was like, nah, we got to turn this bitch the fuck up. I feel it. I feel like the energy's in the air, but nobody's like cracked it yet.
No one's like
so I was
grabbing
like,
it,
I was like, you know what? No fucks given on this side for when it comes to me. So I was like, I have no problem. When a good song comes on, I'm going to get in the middle and I'm going to start just doing shit. I'm going to start turning the fuck up and enjoying myself. And then I just pull in the real dancer and let him do work. And so next thing you know, they start playing like, they're playing the Baby, Lil Baby, like all like the new
Like
artists,
bangers.
Young Thug,
Like, yeah,
Future, like like all the fucking like hip hop rap bangers like from nowadays. I get in there, I hit the folks a couple times. People start getting like, oh shit, okay, like little Hispanic boy,
Flashlights
this little fucking wetback in the middle of the fucking crowd. Like, okay, like you getting down, like I feel you, I feel it, Pablo. Like I was like, okay, yeah, feel me.
Hey,
then.
but real quick though, you know what pisses me off though is like, don't y'all hate it when y'all bump into those people that be saying like, "Hey, bro, don't be stepping on my shit." It's like I got
I hate that.
$4,000 shoes on. Like,
Like,
motherfucker,
get the fuck out of here. Yeah,
and
like
then-
move.
And then you look down and it's just like an Air Force One. That's white. It's just like, bro, it's like
Bro, wearing like $100 pair of pandas or some shit.
the most expensive thing on his shoes are the little gold thing that they put on the bottom lace. You know what I'm talking about?
bro, hey, like
little
what's it called?
silver piece that says air.
Hey. He's like, hey, these authentic, bro.
That's the most
And then-
expensive thing he has on. Yeah.
Yo, dude, those are the fucking faggots that call them G-Fazos.
Jeep.
I fucking, oh my god, that's like a small pet peeve of mine.
so
I hate
stupid.
when they call like white Air Force like Fazos.
I love seeing like,
G-Fazos.
I love
I'm glad
seeing.
that's like I'm glad that's fizzling out because it's very like that
It's
was so dumb.
fucking
It's
like
like
why do
cringy.
you call it that? It's
cringy.
cringy as
Yeah.
fuck.
I love seeing like, it's so funny to me when I be like in fucking either Buckeye or fucking like Anthem or some shit like that, and you see these like little ass suburban kids wearing black Air Force Ones. They be like,
Oh,
I'm really
bro.
about it, bro. I'm like, all right,
Bro,
No,
all of a sudden,
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
you
And
gotta
then take that kid
You
and
got,
drop
you
him
got
off
a
in-
pair of uncreased black Air Force Ones, and you want NBA YoungBoy. It's not like if you don't, Jamal, if you don't sit your ass the fuck down before you get fucking smacked.
And then,
like,
bro.
I'd be tired of that shit. Like,
And then tell that kid 2 years later, like, hey,
Like-
we're going out to Phoenix, bro. White Air Force is on.
like I
Changes the white
swear.
one.
And they be in their garage, bro, like with the boat in there, like 2-story building, talking about like listening to Lil Baby, like Trenches songs, like listening to NBA YoungBoy,
Like, yo, we came for the trenches,
bro, like
That's how
they'll
you
be
know.
listening to like AI YoungBoy. They be listening to AI YoungBoy too, and like Lonely playing. I'm so lonely. I'm like, bro, what
it's-
the fuck?
Like, relax,
It's
bro.
that,
Like,
it's that demographic of people that are like so rich that like they have good money that their driveway isn't stained by oil.
it's like, bro, relax. Your mom only took your PS4 away for a week, bro. You'll get it back. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you're not depressed. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, it's not that fucking
Yeah.
serious. Like, bro. But it's like, so like the whole club experience and shit, right? Like we're all fucked up and having fun. Like my biggest thing whenever I go out, bro, I'm just trying to have a fucking good time. Like literally I go out with no intention of hooking up with a girl. Like whatever happens, happens. This just so happens that like I go out and I come across a female that me and her interact, we talk, whatever, like wherever that conversation goes, it goes.
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm never gonna forcibly like go out somewhere just to purposely be like, yeah, I'm out here and I'm trying to fuck something. Like, no, terrible.
We both know, hey, you know,
It's just that, like, if you have to have like a reasonable goal.
Relax.
What'd you say?
Don't be Brandon part 2. Relax. We're not bringing shit up that happened a long time ago.
No, I'm not saying we know somebody that's like
we
that.
were in Glow, and I was dancing in the middle of the group. And so when that happened, I warmed everybody up and kind of broke the ice, and everybody started getting into this shit or whatever, right? And
that's when. Sorry, but real quick, my favorite detail about this is that like, it was like 1 or 2 people started turning their flashlights on, like recording them with like their phones.
Yeah.
So okay, go on.
Yeah. So like a couple of people like recording me and shit and this and that, and I'm just like turning up and like I'm just on beat. Like that's all it really is. Like I can't pop or like do some crazy shit professionally, but like I just genuinely I grew up Caribbean culture. I have rhythm. I know how to dance a little bit, and I just like I'm groove with the new shit. You know, so like hit the folks, simple shit, right?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. So like next thing you know, then like all of a sudden, Cash Shit by Meg Thee Stallion, The Baby come on, and it's like a whoa type of song, and I was like, oh, like I'm feeling this shit. Like I'm in there, I'm like, okay. I was like, and all of a sudden, like I see Brennan, he's like he kind of bopping, and I look at him.
I was like starting to like I was like fooling around. I was like, like.
He's starting to feel that shit. Like he's starting to feel that shit.
I was like, okay, fuck yeah. And I wasn't I forgot. Like I kind of like looked away from Christian. I was like, man, like this song's like.
But I see he's starting to feel it, and I'm like, and I look at him, and I was like, yeah. I'm that dude. Like in the club, like gassing up the friend. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I pull him in, and the next thing you know, like I'm gassing him up. So like my cousin and FTF. JK like follows suit, and they're like gassing, like, yeah, okay, Brandon, get right. Next thing you know, he's like, and I like pull his ass in, and he gets in there, and then people just kind of look at him like waiting to see, and he's like, duh, like he does some shit.
No, because like I always start. It's so funny. I just it's just a habit of mine, and I think it's because like I get shy. I'm a shy person most of the time. Every time I get pulled into a dance circle, it's always like that second of like, all right, like fuck, like you know, like that lame, like kind of little kind of groove, and then I just start like going like off and like start doing like the wave and like the tutting shit. But like it's the fucking reaction of like the night and day between people really like, okay, like what the fuck is this white kid doing?
Like,
get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Fucking white boy like standing in the middle of the fucking circle, like, and next thing you know, bro, just start. I don't be fucked with. No, you can touch this. And bro, hey. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey. And then like all of a sudden like our energy sprinkled onto the other people's energy around us. And next thing there's a fat ass circle around Brandon. And there's like my flashlight, 4 other flashlights. And there's just like a big ass spotlight on top of Brandon inside of this bar.
The people that are running the club, they're trying to get like a promo video or whatever. Like they do that, so like they wait for shit like that, so they literally bust out the whole like ring light on top of me. I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay,
bro, it was just bright as fuck. Bro.
I was just like on stage like that. It was quick. I was like, "Okay, like let's go." Like, okay, let's fucking. I can't stop now. You know what I mean?
So, like you just start going. He's like, and at that point, like the energy was like just building, and like it got so high that he just got into the shit, and it just memorable experience.
So it was. And
I don't even think he was like, no, it was dead as fuck.
And then you guys got it.
Turned it the fuck up. Yeah. It happens almost nearly every fucking time we go somewhere. Nearly every fucking time me and Brandon go somewhere, that happens. I swear. I'm the icebreaker, and then I just pull Brandon in. I'm like,
you do the rest.
Go. I can't go that far. I'm out of moves. I'm out of fucking moves. Like that's all I got.
Like, and it's funny because like sometimes you do try to branch off and like kind of do a little bit of tuning, a little bit of like popping. I was like, okay, like let's go, you know.
Like
and you're like, all right, like I'm done.
No, I'm done. I got like a solid 3 moves. Like I don't really know how to do this shit. I'm fucking off. People were drunk, so they think I look good. That's it. That's all it is, bro, I swear.
Oh my god.
But like it's funny like going through those experiences, shit like that. 9 times out of 10, like when I'm dancing in the middle of a circle, like I'm not even drunk. Cause I genuinely just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about like what people think and shit. Like I'm going out to have a good time, and like you know, and just enjoy myself. Like that's really all it's about. Like I really don't give a fuck about what people think. So I'm just kind of like, whether you think I can dance or not, like we still in that bitch turning the fuck up. Like we're having a good time, and like people feed off of that energy, and like they fuck with that shit too, and like it just turns into this big ass like community of people in a bar that are like, fuck yeah, this is fun. Like,
it's back to like that stereotype where it's like you see like this big like white dude just going in the circle just doing nothing and then just going crazy. Like that shit gets everyone hyped, and no one hypes me up more than black people, and I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's my favorite thing in the
you
world.
would see him and you would think like, oh, he ain't got no fucking rhythm. He can't fucking dance.
It's that switch. I'm like, I feel the judgment, and like I do battles a lot. Like I love it. I love that judgment feeling, and then I see it and I kill off the beat. But when you're in a battle, it's a different story.
It's like being the underdog.
Yeah, it's like when you're in a battle, a different story. But when you're like tearing up the club, bro, everyone's on your side.
Because it's a group of fucking people that can't do like half of what you do, not even a quarter of what you do.
They don't expect that, right?
I'm doing shit they've never seen before.
You catch them off guard, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like the element of surprise.
Yeah, and then they're listening to music that they listen to in the car every single day, going to work, and then they see me doing like some crazy move that they've never seen before on beat to that music. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's like, dude, that gets anyone hype. You know, like it's crazy.
So it's like it's part of like the experience of like being drunk and this and that. Like practically anything that I do sober, I'm gonna do it drunk.
Oh, I was like plateauing at that point. Like I just
starting to kind of
drunk
like,
and then kind of like flattened out. And then we hit the other club. Then we went to the balcony. And I had that drink, and then just fucking like took off. And then I was just, yeah.
But
Same
it's
night.
like definitely like alcohol and all that kind of stuff can like influence how you are as a person, like as an individual. But like when it comes out to it, like if you really want to be like outgoing and that type of person and all that extra shit, like you really just, bro, you just got to go out. Like you just got to go out, like interact, like socialize, like bro, like it's a lot of it is how you come off, like. How you come off it's like the first impression. Like the first impression, like if you come off and you're all like reserved and like all shy, like you're really awkward about making eye contact with people and shit, like you're doing all this shit, like automatically, like especially women, like are gonna look at you and be like, oh, okay, he's kind of weird. Like and automatically, well, as soon as you give off that vibe to a woman, like she doesn't want to feel like unprotected or hostile at any moment, so automatically like she's gonna push you away from her.
But also
so like
don't take this as like stare at someone's eyes like from across the club the entire night, just like finding the crowd, they will run away. Okay, that's
Okay, Michael Myers.
just like staring at them like no, that's so creepy. That's a stalkerish vibe. Like that's
My man Michael
weird.
Myers over
that's
here,
actually
bro.
pretty fucking facts. But
it's
yeah,
just like be reasonable with your eye contact. Like, you know, like
no, yeah, generally like only. Yeah. You're right about that shit.
Like,
Don't only look back at a girl if she's looking at you. Like if you know she's looking at you.
Yeah.
Like only make eye contact with a chick. Like if a chick checking you out, that's low key sign like their subtle way of telling you like, oh, you look good, or oh, I like you, or oh, I'm interested in you. Then you like make an eye contact with a chick and this and that, and then make some type of subtle movement. But like don't
girls
go
are very,
too far
like,
outside of that.
It's all in their face, like you see it. And when they look at you, and because I deal with this every day, they look at you and they're like, they kind because like
Damn,
I'll be checking a girl out, right? Unless she's
bro,
fine.
you okay?
No. So I'll be checking a girl out, right? And then like, you know, she's fine and all that, and like I'll make eye contact with her, and then she's like, all right, like moving on. Bro, and then I go and hide in the fucking walk-in for like 10 minutes and just like freeze my cold heart even more. Like, it's tough.
But I could feel that on a personal level because like I feel like that's happened to like every guy at least once.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely fucking been there where like some girl like she thinks she's above you or some shit. She looks at you, she's like hits you with the eye roll. And then, it's like man, fuck you, puta, I lay this dick on your chest. Stop fucking playing with me.
See, I don't have that. I don't have those balls. But like I'll go back to the walk-in. And I'm just like, bro, like she doesn't even know I can dance, bro. Like fuck this bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like if she saw me dance, it'd be a different story.
Yeah,
that's what I tell myself, and it just makes me feel a little better, but it doesn't.
You're trying to like validate yourself and shit because you just got rejected without getting rejected.
Yeah, and that'd be freezing my tears away in the fucking freezer. It's great. Yeah. So then I walk out, and then no one thinks anything happened.
But these are like real experiences that guys go through on a day-to-day basis, and it's just kind of like, you know.
I'm gonna hit up with the raw wave, hard on ice, boy.
Oh my god, bro!
He said my tears on ice.
I like my tears on the rocks, dog. What you mean? My tears are the rocks. What you talking about?
And what's the chaser?
Sadness. I don't know.
Yo, all right,
Depression.
All right. Y'all killing the morality. We're trying to encourage people here.
Fucking Jocelyn Flores by X. I don't know. Like,
I'm fucking dead.
just blasting that shit on the way home and just fucking driving reckless. Like, yeah. Back to the Healy days, you know, like the whole thing. Yeah.
Waiting
swear,
for
man.
the exit.
They don't want me here. I don't care anymore.
I toss my pain and my wishes and I wish it well.
Oh my god, yo. No, but that's really how it be though. That's really how it fucking be, bro. But like modern day, like society and shit, like social interaction, especially how it is for a fucking guy in this day and age with the social media era and shit, bro. Like, it's definitely a process, and you got to take that shit day by day and like work on yourself. Because like if you don't, you're not really like. There's no way around it, bro. As a guy in this modern day society, like you have to work on yourself, and like you have to just like.
You can't cheat.
You can't cheat it. Like you have to just come to that acceptance and that reality and be like, bro, there's only one way out of this, and it's for me to work my fucking ass off. Like that's really what the fuck it is, and like that's your only way out of this shit. It's just to do that. So like it's like fucking accept it, deal with it, and move the fuck on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like grind and get the fuck out of it, because otherwise you're just gonna be at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
And that's all it fucking is, and that's the reality for most men and like for all of us out here. It's like if you don't bust your fucking ass and you don't work your ass off and do this and that, trying to, you know, help yourself get to the next level and everything and that nature, like you're not gonna fucking get anywhere. Like, and it's not gonna like help you, benefit you, all that extra shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's, bro, just like there's only one way out of that shit. Like, just work your fucking ass off. You know what I'm saying? Just I think that's the biggest fucking message, especially like modern day society, like social media and just like all this shit that we have going on in this modern day and age, people getting fucking banned for speaking on their views and all that extra shit. Like, bro, the biggest fucking message when it comes down to all this.
What happened to like free speech?
Oh no, that shit is dead. Freedom of speech is fucking dead.
Is it really free? Like,
no, it's not. That shit is fucking dead, bro.
There's a price to pay.
If you follow, actually, because we were talking about them earlier. If you follow a fucking influencer like Sneeko and everything of that nature, bro, like freedom of speech is fucking dead, bro. I just actually seen a clip by him today talking about how dead freedom of speech is because of the fact of this man got banned and everything of that nature. So like, and Sneeko might be fucking next, but he doesn't have fuck you money, so like it'd be easier for him to get banned. But like when it comes down to it, like, you know, the best thing for you to do as a man is, first of all, stop giving a fuck about what people think. Like, stop fucking caring, bro, because even if you're fucking Channing Tatum, if you're fucking Drizzy, or if you're some fucking lowlife that's living on the fucking street, like, you're going to get criticized and judged by fucking everybody. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Homeless people don't care.
It doesn't fucking matter, bro. They don't fucking care.
Because they don't have the conscience to care. Like,
bro, like
they're
literally,
past the
like
point, yeah.
and it's just the same thing as like giving yourself a crutch. Is that what you said earlier? A crutch. Like you give yourself a crutch by fucking drinking, or you smoke or this and that, and like that makes you feel like you don't care. Like, no, you need to be fully fucking conscious and sober and not give a fuck. And the second that you do that, it will lead you into living a better life. You're gonna stop giving a fuck about what people think about you. You're gonna stop giving a fuck about people's opinions about you and what they have to say about you. The second that you can live your life that way, your life is gonna be fucking amazing. Because you're just going to do whatever the fuck you want when you want. You're going to say what you want. And not give a fuck about what it is that you're doing. If it's not putting you in prison or putting your life at risk to fucking die, then you're in the clear, buddy. But what fucking someone thinks about you and this and that and what someone fucking thinks.
It's just that your vape like made like a little robot noise into the bucket. Like, I was like, who the fuck is a transformer right now? What's good? Like,
so like, so long as like that shit is not putting your life at risk for you to get put 6 feet under or some shit like that, bro. Like, do you, bro? Like, live your fucking life and do what the fuck it is that you want to do, bro. Because otherwise, like, who gives a fuck, bro? Really, like, who fucking cares,
honestly,
bro?
yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck? Like, do you, bro? Whatever the fuck it is that you enjoy, do that shit. Do it to the best of your ability. And you know what the fucking thing about our world today is like, not a lot of people understand that there's billions of people on this earth, and there's shit that you might be interested in as an individual that a whole nother million other people might be interested in.
yeah, and that's like here's the thing, like,
or clothing or music or blah blah blah. There's other people that are also interested in it. Find that community.
100%. And here's the thing is like the way I look at life now I just made this realization like last month. It kind of hit me hard. It was like, you have such a small window on Earth. It's fucking scary, right? So the first opinion you should really care about is yourself.
Big time.
Right? After that, it depends on how you are as a person, how you're like raised, or who you end up with as like, let's say a marriage, like wife, husband, whatever. Their opinion kind of matters, but not really. It's still to yourself. And then after that, I feel like the opinion I would personally care about the most after that is like my kid's opinion. Because I want to be the best role model for them.
See, I feel like when you get into that phase of your life, it's more of a shared opinion because
100%, yeah.
It's all contributing to your way of life. You know,
Exactly,
like you got your kids, you got your wife, you got your mom, you got your parent, or your spouse's parents, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, to some degree, I don't think you should really care as to like what they think about as far as what you want to do to advance yourself. Because obviously, we all have our own ideas.
Yeah.
We all have our own, business ideas that we want to do, or we want. Our own ideas for what we want to do for our own life, but we're always going to have that little backlash negativity. You shouldn't care, but you should use it as, I guess, like fuel. Use it as fuel.
To feed your fire.
Yes, because at the end of the day.
You should use it to feed your fire.
Yeah.
Sorry, shameless plug.
I'm gonna take this opportunity now to rep.
Shout out to FTFJ. Shout out to FTFJ.
I like to call this segment #sponsored.
But like, no, going back to
you're welcome.
No, sorry. I'm sorry, Tia. This isn't your moment. You said Brandon said feed the fire, and like you're fucked now. So like I gotta take this opportunity.
Shameless plug.
I look like Papi Chulo in these, right? Yeah, these are called the Winter Park Palms.
I have a pair. He has a pair.
I just got my pair today.
Yeah, nice. They're very comfy.
Bad bitch ass fat.
Very breathable.
Get them right now at feedthefire.online. Use code ThatManCQ. Yeah, I'm fucking with y'all. We ain't get that far yet.
Yeah, we're not good enough to. We're not like big
we
enough to
haven't
have a
gotten
code.
that far yet. But link is in my bio.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you name it. At ThatManCQ, feedthefire.online. You name it. Winter Park Palms, Miami Vice, Galaxies, or customizable uniforms. You play volleyball, football, basketball, whatever the case may be. Feedthefire.online. Tell them I sent you.
But they're not.
I might get a raise.
They're not at the promo code phase yet, so just leave them.
Yeah, I'm not at the promo code phase, but just tell them CQ sent you. Like, just go on the social media page and be like, "Yo, CQ that fucking man."
Hey,
And
tell
then
them that I
that'll-
sent you too, man, because you'll get a bomb deal too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Is that an A-Rap joke?
It might be.
It's sad that I didn't catch that. I was like, damn, dude. Okay, now.
Oh my god! No,
I was like, you know what, you're right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Hashtag sponsored. I fuck with these shorts though. They're comfortable as shit. Y'all peep the zipper pockets. Yeah, y'all
what?
heard that. Y'all heard that. Anyways, continue.
Back to that. What were you saying? It was like if you want to do something to advance yourself in life, like others' opinions like shouldn't matter except for yourself. But there is kind of like, if that person really cares about you, they'll accept you for like what decision you're making, and
Exactly.
it
And you
won't
should
be a
determine
judgment
that
thing,
before you even
but
decide to.
I feel like your opinion would like influence like the direction you want to take that decision to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, most
There's
definitely.
always a branch you can come off, and like, let's say you go this way, but like, because there's like this loving person just happens to know something better is in store for you if you go this way. Like that's where I think it kind of like comes into play.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
it's like, oh,
That's
I'm gonna
kinda like where
go.
I
I'm
was-
gonna go work at this office. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Like, then it's like, okay, fuck out of here. Like,
Right.
yeah.
But that's kind of like where I was getting to. Like
Yeah.
right now in our in our life right now, we gotta like focus on ourselves. But when we get to that point, that's when like things become more shared. But it has to benefit you, and you gotta make sure like you on that step where you. I'm sorry. How do I say it? Like you gotta make sure like if you're gonna take that step. You got to be sure behind. You got to be like sure that you're gonna stay behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people are gonna be like taking these steps all the time, but not fully support it. And I feel like that's where a lot of these men fail. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
But that's how it is though, bro. Like when you're on your come up and like all this extra shit, like bro, like you're not gonna have a lot of support. You're
No.
gonna have actually a lot of people fucking doubt you and like envy you and hate you for the shit that you're doing. It's like that's where the whole part of not giving a fuck comes to play.
exactly.
Stop caring.
But there's some times where people don't realize that they're on like a gem, and they don't know like that they're right there. But they let all these influences kind of stop them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like being on a pedestal.
It's like
yeah,
it's like
Yeah, but
uh,
that's where this
yeah.
conversation comes
That's-
into play because
that's
no matter
how,
what, don't let other outside energies affect what it is that you're doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. But
Like,
I'm
that's
saying,
how,
but
that's
that's
how
how
like
we-
Facebook gets created. That's how Apple gets created. Like shit, like that's because
That's
they
how
took a good
great
step.
shit
yeah,
comes
They
about.
didn't even know.
But
Some people
that's-
make or break, and that's the sad
Yeah.
reality.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the shared opinion, if you got a group of individuals that are like on the same page, you're gonna get somewhere. Versus having those people that are like naysayers. That's what I was trying to get at. It's okay to have a shared opinion if you guys are on the same page. If I see like the sky's blue and you say that it's blue, cool, we're on the same page. We got something going. But if I say like it's red and you're saying it's blue, we're gonna have some problems. That's what I'm saying. Like with shared opinions nowadays, if you have the right people, you're gonna excel. But I feel like nowadays we surround ourselves with low quality people. That's where
Yeah,
That's what I
you're
was
right
trying
in
to-
that. Like in
it's-
your inner circle, yeah, most definitely, you
It's
want to
like-
have.
It's pros and cons, which pro, progress, con, Congress.
bro.
Sorry, it's a little
Oh
dig.
my god! All right,
Anyways,
Brandon's getting cut the fuck off.
no, hey, but
Any fucking
I see what
way.
you're saying though, bro. That's gotta by just letting go and not worrying about what other people
Yeah,
say.
bro.
That's
Like
gotta
in
be-
terms of your inner circle, I completely agree with you with what you're saying in terms of your inner circle. Like, definitely have people around you that believe in you, support you, and like I've got your back no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe in somebody, and which is why I'm wearing the shit that I'm wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm backing what it is that they're doing, and I believe in it, and I feel like it's gonna take off and go in the right direction. And so I'm gonna continue to push that and continue to believe in that and continue to follow that as long as that I possibly can to help it push to the next level. And that's what you should have within your inner circle. Now, when we're talking about the conversation in terms of like the people online and the people in the outside world and social media, you don't fucking know these people. Why do you fucking care so much? What fucking Sydney.0531 fucking gives a fuck about how your shorts look on you? Or if she thinks you're too skinny and have no titties? Or if you're a fucking dude and you're like, you're way too fat, or you're like, oh, like you're way too skinny. Like, who the bro, like what really matters is literally what you think of yourself and how you perceive yourself as an individual. That's what actually fucking matters. And if you perceive yourself to be a fucking loser, or if you perceive yourself to be a fucking idiot, if you perceive yourself to be really smart, really confident, that's what's going to come into fruition, and that's what you're going to be as an individual.
Yeah, it's almost like you're
I
manifesting.
fucking believe in that 110,000 fucking percent.
affirmations.
and as soon as you start
Yes.
living like that, it's just gonna be a weight off your shoulders, right?
It did, and it slowly starts to progress because there was a time in my
becomes your
life where
mentality.
I felt that pressure. I felt like people were on top of me, and I fucking cared so much about what people thought of me. And the second that I was able to relieve myself from that state of mind and get into that mode of like not giving a fuck, my life just made a fucking 360. I didn't fucking care anymore. I just started to move in a whole new different direction. I started to do what the fuck I wanted to do, when I wanted to fucking do it, how I wanted to do it, and at what pace I wanted to do it. And I ended up where I'm at now. Little by little, and like I haven't made it by any fucking stretch of the means. I have so much fucking work to do as a man and all this and that. I'm not fucking perfect, nowhere fucking near it. I fuck up all the time. But it's like I'm proud of where it is that I came from by simply taking that small step of not giving a fuck. Like, if you're gonna give a fuck about something, give a fuck about the things that you eat. Give a fuck about your morning routine, your night routine, the shit that you do on a daily basis, the productive shit that you're doing to help your life. Give a fuck about that shit. Stop giving a fuck about what people say in your Instagram comments. You post a picture, you're like, oh, you fat fuck. Or ill, like ill. You have so many pimples on your face.
You know what's crazy?
Why are you posting a picture? You're too ugly to post on Instagram.
I think it's-
who the fuck cares?
You know what's the funny side of that?
Fuck.
The funny side of that is like those guys, like let's say those haters, right? Will like be like, oh, you're like a fucking prick, or you're disgusting, you're a horrible human being. And then like, let's say that celebrity or like that person you're hating on responds to you, different person. So that person that put the original comment, they're like, oh my God, like I'm such a big fan. Like I'm so like, I didn't think you'd actually respond to me, blah, blah, blah. Like they're a fan of you. But they wanted that attention so bad that they had to go to like a negative standpoint to get your attention, which is fucking awful.
It does happen with the celebrities.
It's like clout. It's like clout chasing and
It's
shit
like,
like that.
dude,
Like
like,
you
they just want
their
you put
15
yourself in that
minutes of fame.
stance just to like, or like you fake like you're about to kill yourself or something, so for people to want to come and support you.
Awful.
But I think mentally as a person, like you can't be insensitive to shit like that, because I feel like everybody at one point has been in that point,
Oh yeah.
or like been in that state of mind where it's like, bro, like you can't get anybody to have any type of remorse for you, so you'll do almost anything for someone to just be like, hey, this isn't okay. I care about you. Don't do this to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and that's sadly like we've reached a day and age where like that doesn't happen as common, and so people, you know, commit suicide or they take their own life and things of that nature, and it's like it's not okay. Like, but like, and so that's where like this whole conversation like comes into a loop.
What's also like the thing is like a lot of people that like committed suicide, like no one like expected them to do that. Like they didn't post about it like, oh my god, I'm so sad, like well like asking for attention. You know?
But
That's
it's
the
like,
difference.
but that's where you as an individual, like, especially the people around you, it doesn't hurt to like text everybody or call everybody at least once a week. You're like, yo, like, what's popping? What's going on?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you doing? Like, what, you know, like, let me know if are you straight? Like, even if it's your guy friends, girlfriends, whatever, family members, like, call them and be like, what's going on? Like, you know, are you good? Like, do you need anything?
Damn, bro,
Like,
that's how you feel though, for real?
huh?
That's how you feel?
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't received a call from you in the last 3 months.
What are you talking about? I text you and what are you like, bro? Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Throw under the
Don't
bus
do
so
that.
hard.
I be texting and calling
Damn,
you like,
that was a
hey,
low
nah,
shot, too. Like,
nah,
damn.
yeah.
No.
He try to low blow the fuck out of me as if I don't reach out to him. And I'm like, hey, do you want to come out with me here? Or, hey, are you free this weekend? Like, don't do that
Hey,
shit.
I'm playing. Hey, shout out to
'Cause I
shout out to the man though. Hey, shout out. I'm just
I was about to say,
giving him
don't
flowers,
dog my
I'm giving
name.
him
I
flowers.
text and call you. I text and call you. I talk to you all the fucking time. And I'm like, hey, come with me here. Come do this with me here. All the fucking time. All the time. I'm like, hey, come out with me. Let's go do this
No,
or
he
let's go
does.
do that.
And that goes a long way.
24/7.
It goes a long way. Like you never know like how someone's dealing with like their life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
bro. I'm like, bro, like shit. We're both free this weekend? Hey, let's go to a fucking bowling alley. Let's go to a movie theater. Let's go to a fucking Top Golf. Let's go to a bar. Let's go to a club. Like, let's go fucking chill.
No,
Like,
you never say let's go to the movies, but yeah, I see what you're saying. You actually try to get him to go to the movies, he wouldn't go.
he's heard about that one, all right? It got to him. It got to him.
Just as petty as fuck, yo. Like, you just waited for that moment. Like, you're so petty.
God,
like,
I just remember getting fucked up at Top Golf, dog. That was a fucking hell, dude. Out there, so insane.
Stop drinking with me, man.
It was Super Bowl Sunday. I've been drinking all day, and then I went to Top Golf,
Bro,
and then drank some more. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
yeah.
bro, I almost fell off the bay one time.
I got fucked
And then
up
went
that
to the,
night.
bro, we saw Rich the Kid for
Rich
free.
the Kid. Dude, that's what I was a Rich the Kid.
Oh my god!
We saw Rich the Kid for free. I don't even know how we
Randomly.
got in this fucking nightclub.
Randomly.
Like,
Walked in
for free.
IDs. That's it. That's all they
fucking
asked for.
3
Boom,
feet
walked
away
in.
from Rich the Kid. My bitch don't got no leader. I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Oh, it was New Freezer. Yeah, New Freezer started playing.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck, Rich the Kid? That was wild. That was wild.
It was such an interesting day for me. At
Yeah.
least I had a long day. I was like, there's so many
Wow.
things going on.
Oh
Now.
my god, yeah.
I was a Bengals fan that day.
Any-
Sadly,
Oh my god. Damn. R.I.P.
yeah.
R.I.P. to the Bengals on that day because they took an L. Any final comments and
Joe
everything?
Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty.
Joe Burr.
Any final comments
Joe
while we're
Burrow.
on this topic of conversation and everything? I feel like this has definitely been an interesting conversation. I've appreciated this conversation.
No, like definitely, like no matter who you come across, like you never know what people are going through. So like, asking the question like, "Hey, how you doing? Like, you good?"
Be and be
it's like-
genuine
and
about
it's
the
like,
shit.
Yeah, like
be
so
genuine.
if you're gonna ask that question, like
be genuine.
ask that question because like you better want to know what the answer is. Because if you don't want to know the answer, why would you ask the question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
It's
fuck,
like
bro.
It's like about this way. Like you walked by someone that looks sketchy. Do you want to know his name? No. Then why would you ask him what his name is?
Exactly.
You're not going to go and ask him what his name is, right?
Exactly.
So it's like the same thing. It's like if I'm going to go and ask him, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, you good? You straight? You need anything? I'm actually going to try and like do something to help you if you need something.
yeah.
Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. If I can't, I'm sorry. Let's work on it. But like, if I can, then I'm going to do it. It's just simple like, human being shit. Like, it's,
Facts.
and it sucks that like you see people every day, like bro, like people don't have that kind of compassion or like empathy for like other human beings. Like they're just like in their own world. And it's like it's cool to be in your own world and care about yourself, but like you don't want someone to fucking die because nobody one day asked them how they were doing. Like everybody brushed them off. They had a horrible day. Like you know what I mean? Like and people like will die for that. Mm-hmm. But like let's say someone asks them like a question like, hey, how you doing? Or let me get you a free meal today. Let me like lunch is on me. Like, are you okay? Like, can I get you a drink? Bro, it lights someone up like that. You never know.
telling you.
just never know.
And it can even like, and you don't even gotta like go to that whole extreme. Like, even if you don't even want to like talk to somebody or like whatever, or you don't want to buy somebody anything, like a simple smile and a wave, you know, like
That
just,
too, yeah.
Making a nice gesture.
Yeah, if you have like a mad
yeah.
dog face when you're just walking down freaking Scottsdale, relax. Relax.
Dead ass,
You know what I mean? Like,
bro. Oh,
you're not shit, bro. Like, just like, dog. You know what I mean?
Like relax.
Like, go
fucking
ahead and do
atoms.
that in downtown Phoenix and see what's good. Like
All the
no.
fucking Adams with slicked back hair. Like, I fucking hate you guys.
Like, okay,
Adam
Chad,
Craig.
relax.
Yeah.
And then,
like-
and his best friend name is Craig.
Like, yeah, like y'all are just fucking like too good for the world, and so like you just
Fucking
gotta
Kevin.
fucking sit here and be a fucking douchebag. Like,
Yeah, it's awful.
it's like, bro, all right, suck a dick, bro. Like,
It's just weird. It's so weird to me. I'm just like, how do you
Yeah.
live like that?
But it's
It must be nice.
It's a determinant of how people were raised and how they came up and shit like that. So
100%.
they are the way that they are.
Those dudes are essentially Karens, right?
no.
Hey,
They're
what
called
did I tell you
Erics.
before? They got that little dick energy.
yeah, a little dick energy. There's a lot of that these days, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of little dick energy
That's
these
why
days.
Especially in
That's why-
Phoenix, right?
Yeah, especially in Phoenix,
It's 'cause they
especially in
try to-
workplaces.
That's why they have that's why they have to drive like bigger cars, bigger trucks to compensate for the size they're missing.
Corvettes, Lamborghinis.
With like a nutsack in the back, right? Like those little trucks with the nuts in the back, right?
Those are my favorite things. I'm like, dude, those people look like I would just pummel them in a pillow fight. You know what I mean? Like, just that's how easy they are to beat up. It's so funny. And there's always that fucking Dodge Ram with the fucking antler or the moose ears, fucking you know, the mirrors.
Yeah.
Just fucking stick out like 5 feet away from the car. I'm like, bro, who are you looking for? Like, who are you looking for? And then they got the LED bar on top. Fuck those guys. If you own a Jeep and you have an LED bar, fuck you, okay? Fucking about to run into a wall on the highway at 2 a.m. because I'm drunk. Fuck you guys. I'm not driving drunk. What am I talking about? I'm just saying, like,
He said, "Who are you looking for?"
I'm not trying to see God, like, you know, through light, like, bro, because I'm gonna see God
Those
for real.
bitches are bright as fuck,
bro,
though.
for no reason. For no reason.
Those are bright as fuck.
For no reason. And bro, the inside of my car at 2 a.m, you can see everything. Everything. I'll see things on the floor I haven't seen in years. I'll discover things because of those fucking lights.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bro, I
Damn
got a crusty stain in this carpet from 2017.
Fuck. Also, fuck Jeeps, bro. Those are fucking literally Legos for cars, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest, bro. That's been
You really don't like Jeeps.
fuck that Jeeps, bro. Fuck off, bro. Get the fuck out of here with your detachable fucking doors. Okay. Wow. You want your feet to get some airflow? Okay, put some fucking sandals on. What the fuck?
Bro, imagine like driving and like imagine like having one and like you lost a fucking lug to put on like for one of your doors. So now you just gotta drive around with like three
Three
doors.
doors off, yeah.
Yeah.
And you just like your one driver's side door is on and you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because everywhere around you is getting like air and then you're just not. You have to put the window down. Yeah.
Dude, I was actually at a car wash and this dude went through the like wash and he forgot his fucking doors and he already
idiot.
paid for the wash. They wouldn't let him come back like as a rain check. They were like, nah, like you just gotta go through. And he just went through. Like dead ass. This man went through a fucking wash with no fucking doors.
No.
Fuck that.
No.
And he was just like, fuck it.
I remember my friend. I was in my friend's car. She was.
Bro, he came out soaking wet, bro. He's like,
I remember.
that shit was so
Bro, I
fucking
had a similar
funny,
story to
bro.
that. I was in my friend's like Honda Odyssey. She was driving in high school because like that was like her mom's van. You know.
Yeah.
Bro, she had like it had 2 sunroofs, which I thought was cool, right? And with her not knowing, it was my first time in the car. With her not knowing, I like opened them, but didn't pull the shade back because I thought the shade would go with the fucking window. So I was like, oh, they don't work, but they opened, and we didn't know. And we went to a car wash, and the only thing was like the little pull shade, right? Bro, it started leaking on our shoulders and shit, like in the fucking car wash. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I look up, I was like, oh shit. So my dumbass, bro, I like open it to see what the problem is in the middle of the car wash and everything's falling. So it was like and then just foam just falls like all over the car. It gets everywhere. And then my friend, well, we're not friends anymore. But like,
We're not friends anymore because of it.
yeah. And I was like, dude, she was so fucking. She started screaming, Brandon, what the fuck are you doing? The windows weren't even supposed to be open. I was like, oh, yeah, about that. I was trying to open them early because I've never seen a sunroof before, and I was just like,
It's funny. That's funny how you point out the fact that we're not friends anymore.
well, we're not. We're not for a very stupid reason, but like that was one of them. You know, like,
Oh my god.
God, that I felt so bad, but I
Man.
didn't at the same time. It
I've
was just funny.
That was funny as fuck.
I just remember like walking out and getting out of the car later to like clean up the fucking foam. It was still there. We had to vacuum the shit out, like the foam, because like it's just in piles like all over the car. And I remember I was wearing a white shirt and got like rainbow fucking soap, so it was like pink and blue and yellow and green, like different colors, and it didn't come off my fucking shirt. Yeah, it was that potent of like a soap. It was made for cars, and I got that shit on my shirt.
Hey, that's a free tie-dye shirt, bro. Damn.
He said it was that potent.
Everyone with his Hanes shirt, right?
It was actually Gildan. Okay, fuck you.
It was Fruit of the Loom, right?
Fruit of the Loom. I'm a Gildan guy.
We appreciate you guys fucking tuning in here at the Season Q's podcast. Here again, myself, that man CQ, here with Justin, Atia, Brandon in the motherfucking building. Hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Appreciated the moments, the laughs, the stories that we've had here going on, man. Social interaction this day and age with the social media era is fucking wild. But definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Comment, leave something below. Let us know what it is that you might want to hear on the show next. Some topics or opinions, comments that you want to leave below. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok at the CQ Podcast. We are there. Any podcasting platform, audio version, Google, Spotify, Apple, we are there. Listen to us at the CQ Podcast, man. Support, like, follow, comment. We're here for you guys. We will take any and all suggestions and give you guys a shout out on the show as well. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. And any other comments? Fuck no, man. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Again, Christian Quezada, aka That Man CQ, is signing out. See you guys soon. Peace.